remind you, I need to turn the
Comet.
volume down on the Twitch app. There we go.
The transitioning Comet.
Yeah.
Congrats. Should we call you Tristine? Tristina?
No.
Tristine.
Trillion.
What, trillion?
Of
Very
course.
few people are going to get that joke.
Tristana, there you go, instead of Tristan. Tristana.
There we go.
There you go.
Of
Or go
course.
completely different with like Millie or something like that.
Jeff.
Okay, you're missing the point.
Well, like,
I could be transitioning to the middle where I'm not either or. You don't
True.
know. And of course
Join
that's
the
the bit they... And
Yes.
Abby's like, one of us, one of us,
Abby, your
one
foot
of
might
us.
be in the middle, but the vast majority of the rest of you is not.
it doesn't scare
I
me.
mean...
It's fine. Well, like the closest I get is owning a binder. That thing hurts. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it hurts.
binder? What?
Yeah.
It's a thing to make your chest flat, and it squishes
Oh, right.
everything.
Right. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
It's like a higher up corset.
Yeah,
Yeah, kind of, but a bit safer.
you say that.
It's also not safer, but it is a
I'm
bit.
good. I don't want to squish
Yes,
my
no
face,
longer
it's
crushing
okay.
the stomach. Let's crush around the heart.
And the legs.
Yes. You do have to be careful because you can really mess with yourself, which is why.
Yeah, and your entire circulatory system.
Yeah, that's very true.
DnD. This is a DnD stream. Yeah.
Is
Thank
it? I
God
thought it
for
was
This
just
is
one
clearly
thing
the
about
conversation
items.
ex-Lucian is having with himself.
It's okay. D&D to live vicariously through my character.
Welcome to the challenge of Eros.
Oh shit, that's the wrong... I
Well,
moved the
clearly
document
don't
around
forget
and now I'm looking at the wrong
slumber.
document again.
This week, I did not make a new character. I made a new character. I'm not playing a new
Did you?
I'm still drawing
She
my.
did, however, end up with a monk, which she claimed could heal. The party's going to be so disappointed.
character. Yeah, I messed with them.
Wait,
so
is
bad.
that for the other group or our group?
No, the other group.
Yeah, the group.
Is Nick's leaving?
No.
Oh.
Nyx is staying. Nyx also got drunk, which my friend was like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, that's great. I'm so glad you finally broadened your horizons about alcohol." And I'm having flashbacks because Nyx was an alcoholic for 10 years. Like,
Oh.
All right then. Well,
Yep,
life
first
is-
time trying alcohol. Such a buzz.
Yep, definitely first time. I say on the third drink. Anyway.
Yeah.
So... We return to our adventures. Why the fuck's the music stopped?
Because fuck you, that's why.
There we go. Okay, I made that slightly too loud. Right, there we go. We return to our adventurers as they take a pit stop in the city of Axenmuth. The top of the Sword Coast, a great port city, fed by the River Axen and the Crosswind Cove. One of the things that gained our party's attention is the ancient standing stone, translucent and wispy in nature, and also signed not to touch. This, however, was not the only interesting thing they found on their journey. A group of bandits on the brink of death scattered in a field around an oversized footprint. To add to the confusion, upon bringing them back to consciousness, only one member of the 15 could talk, and even then, they could not talk much about what happened. The
There
DM's
you go.
brain is failing. Gale force winds, torrential rain, and cloud-covered skies accompanied them throughout most of their travels. It lasted for a bit longer than some people's liking and trust. This seems, however, of less importance to them, rather focusing more on a brief shift into calm. This apparent calm was enough to cause panic. For a few moments, the world was stilled, but now they are worrying. What was it that happened? Are any of these things linked? Will Arsene inform the rest of the party about the 2 contracts she has now agreed to do for Johan?
Wait, 2?
Yep. Will Sam and Gal find a decent hat? Let us see what this adventure holds for us today with the dummies and their dice.
Oh,
I forgot what I was doing last time. Shit.
You were with balls with Agnes.
Oh right, yeah, we're going shopping.
So you
Yeah.
signed up.
No,
You signed up
not
to
shopping. We were gonna go tell people, by the way, there may be
I
a
remember
giant
signing
tree
up
on the
too.
way.
Alright.
We may have entirely, like, we may be assuming something wrong, and that may be two separate things. But we'll see. We'll see. I thought about this a lot. I'm worrying, guys. I'd be biting
wait,
my
I've
nails
seen-
if I had any left to bite.
Arsene agreed to 2 things.
She agreed to.
I don't
she-
know. I've got written Arsene.
I could say anything here. Yeah, she agreed to go kill a beholder and steal the eye jelly.
Oh yeah.
The Beholder.
Yeah.
Don't have that one written down.
No, she agreed to go get some green dragon breath, essentially.
And then Cerno
And
agreed to
then
find.
he dangled the another one of going and getting, I think it was fire salamander teeth.
Yeah, that was
That
for.
was Cerno in.
It was for certain.
Yeah, that was for
in
Cerno's
return for
enchantment.
enchantments.
I have money. Just let. I come here wanting to use my money.
No, I mean, there's stuff you can spend your money on.
Yeah, no, I mean, that sword is pretty cool. I want to go back and look at the rest of the stuff, because I don't think we checked all of them out. But we can do that later. Also, hello, Atlas. And hello, Lurig42. Welcome, thank you for the follow.
I'm looking for a cool bow is what I want, really.
Buckle up and get ready for the ride of your life, because we're about to
Oh.
go off the rails.
We're going shopping and speak to the mayor. It's great.
That's pretty much all we're doing. Anyways, come on.
Go on about what? Well, let's see. Arsene and Sano had literally just agreed to Johan. Well, at least Arsene had agreed to Johan for receiving money, 2,000 gold or 200 platinum for the going and finding and collecting some green dragon breath with another 1,000 gold in it for when she finally brings it back. Sano had made put questions into about getting something custom enchanted before he essentially just sod off. Johan, that was, who sod off, not Sano. Then Boar and Agnes had a conversation with a somewhat tired guard, who then have now decided to go see the mayor. Whilst Savangal, I believe, was off looking for a hat.
Hmm?
I think it was a hat.
It was.
She went
Someone
running
go-
off.
It was.
Savangal went running off to buy something.
It was hat and crossbow bolts. I thought. I mean, it's literally here in chat.
Was it a hat and
Mm.
crossbow bolts?
I believe it was.
Yep.
Okay, I was actually half correct then.
Hmm. Yes, looking for a hat and crossbow bolts.
Convenient.
All right, so I guess we'll go to the cat. You're looking to buy a hat and crossbow bolts. Roll an investigation check. Uh, 21. Well, you don't find a shop which sells both, but you do find there are quite a few general goods stores dotted around the place, 1 or 2 geared towards adventurers where you can pick up some crossbow bolts. You're looking at. That was the wrong one. Shit, where'd I put it? This is the one. Crossbow bolts. Fuck, why am I doing this? I have D&D Beyond literally open on another page.
D&D
Hmm.
Nice, Matt.
Beyond.
Unfortunately, not sponsored.
Yeah.
We should
you-
just find some stupid stuff to do.
You're looking at
Me and Agnes
One
start
gold for
going
20
into a
bolts.
fist fight.
No.
How much?
What?
I believe it was one. Wait, was it 1 gold for 20 bolts? Yeah, 1 gold for 20 bolts.
Samuel hands over 2 gold.
You get
For 40.
40 bolts.
Yay.
As for the hats, there's one hat store which gets your interest. There's a few mannequins in the display windows. Well, it's more seeming like a fashion store, multiple clothes. There's some crudely made mannequins with, some long flowing dresses. One or two in sort of one of them is in a kilt, another one is wearing a suit, and there are a few sort of just heads displaying an array of different overly sized hats in different pastel colors.
Hello, I'm looking for an extremely flamboyant hat, please.
Oh my fucking god.
Just how flamboyant are we talking?
I'm part of the circus.
Very flamboyant, right? Well, if you look over here, we don't normally call them the flamboyant hats. We call them, the eye catchers, but they're pretty much the same thing. We have this one, which it kind of picks up this hat, which it's essentially got a how to describe it? This is gonna sound really weird. It's essentially a hat, and the brim is just like really ridiculously far out, but it's not solid. It's sort of like weaved in arches. So you've got a sort of regular hat with a regular brim, and then just this ridiculously extended brim in sort of different colors going around. Not quite rainbow. It's more sort of yellows and reds, and it looks kind of fiery. And there's a bit of the sort of I don't want to call it netting, but that's all I can think of, which is just sort of draped over the sort of top of it in almost a flame-like fashion. Very good for some of the the next coming Summer Lights Festival in about a year's time, but I'm sure you can look after it. Kind of puts it down. Would that be the sort of to what you're looking for, or?
I love it, yes.
Very well. You're looking at a measly 3 gold.
Alright, and she hands over 3 gold.
Thank you. The hat is yours.
Thank you.
So now we have 2 members with fancy hats.
You're just going to become the hat squad.
And Bor with a cardboard crown.
Sorry, sticks and twigs. Thank you very much. And it says KB on it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. It's King Boy over here.
Mm-hmm.
Killed before. Anyway.
Wow.
Oh, smooth.
That hurts.
That's what makes it funny.
I know.
All right, Savango, you leave the shop with a very flamboyant hat, and now I really want to see a drawing of Savango wearing that hat.
Don't worry.
Yes. And the new shirt that she has with the sleeves.
Oh god, yeah. She's just becoming the most flamboyant person there is.
Have
Is
you
that a
seen
problem?
Fitz?
I think this is beginning to rival it anyway.
Not allowed.
Fit.
Arsene must kill Savangal.
Next time,
I can
next
only do one.
Fitz will fight her.
next time we see Fitz, he's wearing 2 of the hats.
And high heels.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, and his hair is now rainbow.
Just got a look of, you dare out fabulous me?
That's not
There's this
loud,
there's
it
this
just works.
flashing like bright shining light of Fitz, and then just next to him is just Bearor, just looking drab, and all of the light is just being dragged away, and he's just so unimpressed. Like night and day, quite literally.
Amazing.
Right. So, was there anything else you wanted to do, Savangal?
Nope, that was it. But she's gonna look around to see if there's any other interesting place.
You hungry, perhaps?
I just woke
Jesus.
up. I have breakfast.
Now you're making me hungry.
Don't make me. I'm right. I was saying the same damn
Well,
thing.
You see, I've got a giant bag of Doritos, but I'm being kind and not eating them.
I mean,
I
I
would say-
normally eat on the stream as well, so.
Anyway, okay, so Savangal's now going to go off running around the. You know, that hat is going to do some wind resistance.
Ooh. Use it like wings, like a glider.
Use it as a parachute. You could just
Yep.
you could just hold it above your head and it gives you feather falling.
She starts running in circles and starts taking off. It's just a giant wing. Right, so as Savangal now runs around the city, even more fabulous than before, I guess we'll go back to Sono and Arsene.
Oh man. I'll be terrified.
I just wanted to go have some fun. You know, just have a quiet time. Go to Boar's Temple, see his home, maybe see Dad. But no. You went and got us a job to do with a dragon!
Wait, it's the dragon we already
got
know, though.
a job for myself.
Yeah, and you think I'm
It's
gonna
fun.
leave you to do it on your own?
Well, I mean, yes.
Sono gives you a what look.
So it's just sort of stood there like,
Hated it
Um,
bad.
I was expecting
Holding
different
just a
reaction
giant bag
buttons.
of coins.
We can put some of it towards some of those things we were looking at. One of them, I want to buy something too. It's fine.
Fine. He sort of sort of turns ever so slightly away
Wait,
from you.
can we take a bit of time before telling Agnes, because I feel like she'll take my head off if I even mention the dragon? Please.
You see the of the tick-tock of the gears going in Cerno's head. Fine. But I'm gonna be there when you tell her.
Slow realization that he has leverage.
Oh, no. I don't like this anymore.
Ding! Oh yeah!
Oh. Yeah, right. Anyway. Oh, sure is crowded here. Shall we keep moving? Before we get in people's ways?
Alright. We'll go and look at all the magical items again, and we want to sort of talk about what each one does with each of the vendors.
Alrighty, I have to remind myself.
We have money now, so no.
We're
Yes,
rich!
yes, you do. Right.
So rich.
So there was Arcane Cutter, which is a blade.
Oh, that was the
is a
obsidian
blade.
blade, right?
Yeah, made out of
Yeah.
obsidian. The 3 charges. It gains 3 charges whenever you cast a cantrip into it. You can then cast a cantrip out of it 3 times as a bonus action. As in a bonus action to cast it once, but you can do it 3 times. You then had you then had The Story Must Go On.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Talking to the vendor, it is apparently a ring which was worn by a very powerful bard many years ago, whose name he can't quite remember or come up with on the spot.
Can I insight check
Yeah,
it?
can we insight check this story, please?
Certainly, you can insight check it.
Okay.
However, he does explain that this ring, the magical properties which have been tied and bound to it, essentially allow for those who use restorative magics to be a bit more efficient in their doing so.
So
Yeah, this guy essentially is trying to put a story of great importance and intrigue behind this ring and is failing so terribly. You're like, yeah, what does it do?
So, do I actually believe him?
The story of it being worn by a very powerful bard who traveled around the lands, regaling all with such great tales of his adventures as he went. Not really. What it
Uh,
can do? Yeah, it seems. I mean, glancing over the ring, it seems arcane in nature. And he doesn't seem to be lying particularly about its capabilities.
Okay. Do we get an explanation of what in-game mechanics it does?
It
That guy
essentially
has
gives
so much
+2
leverage
to.
over me.
It gives whenever a spell is cast that restores hit points, it restores an additional +2 hit points.
That's pretty good. That's good. All right. There was a ring of fire as well, wasn't there? Or something? Ring?
The Ring of Fire. Yeah,
The
it
Ring
was
of Fire.
literally called the Ring of Fire.
I filled in.
Well, in game mechanics, essentially, it allows the wearer to cast Firebolt at will as an action.
Oh.
Whoa!
Firebolt, not ball.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, that's fun.
You should give that to me.
Okay.
Yes, you can finally have some.
You could.
Neither of you.
Okay. Question: what does it use for its casting modifier?
Its casting modifier would be intelligence based.
Okay. Are any of us smart?
No. Maybe Agnes.
Agnes. Yeah, Agnes really wants this ring. I don't blame her. It's fucking awesome. Alright. Was that all the items? Oh, there was the shield as well. What did the shield do?
I
And
thought I
the
explained the
sword.
shield to
Oh,
you.
yeah, we did the sword.
Was it just a
There was
+1
Arcane Cutter, the story
buckler?
must go wrong, the Ring of Fire, Sword Catcher, there was some enchanted arrows, and then there was also a fancy belt.
Oh, what's the belt?
What about sword catcher? That was the buckler.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sword Catcher was the buckler.
Yeah, I'm interested in this. I'm interested in this belt because it might be a belt of giant strength.
It is a belt of giant strength.
Yay!
It's a belt of hill giant strength.
Ooh.
Okay,
Oh.
that's
Mm.
that sets it up. That puts it up to 19, doesn't it? Oh.
21. Oh, wait, is it 19? Or was it 21? I don't remember.
Wait,
Oh.
but what? Do you use martial weapons?
I was going to say, any dex-based weapon, any dex-based melee weapon can be used as strength-based as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Was-
Hill giant is 21.
Do any of us use strength?
I use
mean,
it on
you
my
can.
lord. I am part fighter now.
Oh.
You should buy it and give it to an Afro tiefling.
Mm.
Hmm.
Personally, I just want it
How?
in general.
Okay. It was the buckler just a +1 thing?
No,
Plus
I'm
one
trying to
weapon
remember
or-
where on earth I wrote down what it did.
Oh
It's
no.
called sword catcher.
Yeah, but that could mean
Yeah.
anything.
Did I actually end up creating this one? I don't remember.
Uh-oh.
But no, I know I created it myself, but I don't remember if I actually created it on D&D Beyond or not. I might have.
I hope you did.
Oh yeah, I did. It is a buckler. When in its dormant state, it has an AC of +1. As an action, you mutter a command word that activates the magic within. The shield produces an aura around itself, increasing the size of that to a regular shield, increasing its AC to +2, but not taking up your hand. This effect lasts for 10 minutes and requires you to expand a charge to activate. Additionally, as a reaction, you can expand a charge if the shield is active. That causes the spectral aura to intercept an attack you see against a target within 20 feet of you that isn't you. This increases their AC by 1 against the triggering attack. The shield has 6 charges and regains them all on a long rest.
That's pretty alright. So effectively, it's a buckler until you increase its size, but it still is a buckler.
Yeah,
That, I mean,
That's really cool.
but it takes an action to increase its size.
ooh, an action. Alright.
However, once its size is increased, you can use your reaction to increase one of your allies, as long as they're within 20 feet of you, AC by 1.
Yeah, that's pretty alright.
Mm.
Is it just for that attack, or...?
It's just against the triggering attack.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty alright.
That's still pretty interesting. Oh.
I'm torn between the belt.
What about that sword, though? The short sword. I thought you liked the short sword, too.
I do like the short sword. But in a perfect world, I get the belt and the short sword. and then the buckler. Ah!
That the strength thing doesn't count for dex for ranged weapons, does it?
No. Ranged weapons have to be dexed.
I just want a good bow, man.
We ask how much the ring of fire is.
Just out of pure
360
curiosity.
gold pieces.
How many, sorry?
360.
360. That's... how much is the
That's
bard
right.
ring?
There's a paint.
The the story must go on is 545.
545 plus 3.
God's sake, why don't I just...
I can afford one of them.
How much was the belt? Sorry, pardon me. The belt, the sword, and the shield. The buckler, sorry.
Alright, we... that... Yeah, I've got more if I use random stuff. We can't buy the Belt of Hill Giant Strength, which I'm sad. Wait. Arsene, you just got 200 platinum. I forgot about that!
My contact set.
Comics excited!
I'm willing to put some towards something.
Okay. How much do you have? It's 200 platinum?
Yeah, we're a little more.
Okay. How about we buy The Story Must Go On and The Ring of Fire?
I have 2,300 gold.
Oh.
Do I have anything to sell? Hang on.
Shopping!
No, I don't have anything to sell.
Alright,
I need this stuff.
Cerno's going to buy Arcane Cutter.
Oh, okay. I don't think I created that on D&D Beyond yet. Or I might have. I don't remember. No, I haven't, but alright. So, you purchase the Obsidian Blade.
That.
But there's are we allowed to metagame for Agnes for getting her the fire ring?
Yes, but she doesn't get it until she's finished her stuff.
Okay.
Question.
So
Hopefully I've done that right. I don't think I have. Shit.
Done what right?
I just put in like the amount of money it was like gold wise into the D&D Beyond thing, and I was like, yeah, remove that, and I don't think it's removed all the other bits of gold I need. Shit. And I don't remember how much gold I had beforehand.
You had 22 platinum, 251 gold, 280 electrum, 185 silver, and 614
Alright.
copper.
Yeah, alright. It didn't take away the money I needed. Alright.
No, it doesn't take away the platinum.
Yeah, alright. Shit. Okay. I'm gonna do basic maths. Hang on.
Yes, Jam, please do.
Okay, so we say we get the ring for you. How much was it for those arrows? Okay. Senna, do you ever prepare fairy fire? Because I'm tempted to get it as like a just in case. 'Cause it's a very situational thing, isn't it?
Fairy fire. I've never prepared it.
Okay. This is. I don't think Alcine actually knows what fairy fire does, but this is supposed to just me asking.
Agnes had 50. No, there we go. Had 54 platinum, 190 gold.
Question. So Savangel has 497. And Savangel wants the heal ring. I am happy to put the rest of the money towards it for Savangel. Because Savangel is amazing. And I love her a lot. Because, we're rich now, boys. Oh,
And
not for
you're
much longer.
going to squander it already.
Hell yeah, it's the whole reason I said yes.
Okay, just need.
It is. Are you there, Savangel?
She's quickly nipped away, dog.
Okay. I will ask her when she gets back because she wants me to put some money towards the thing for her. In the meantime, though, Look, I really want sword catcher, but I don't like that it's an action.
You'd have to do it before combat.
I would. Just lasts for 10 minutes though, which is pretty good. So how much is 21? Oh, that's plus 5. Damn. You come back to us whilst I
Certainly.
deliberate?
Agnes and Boar. What are you guys doing?
I'm just following Agnes around.
Hello.
Where you
We were
going?
going to. Oh God, what did you call them?
We were going to
The
go talk
swallows.
to the mayor about a tree.
Swallows. Yeah. Well, the stone. Yes.
All right. Well, you follow the guard's instructions of following the signs, and eventually get to essentially the riverside. It's the river is a bank. The river is a bank. There's the river bank, which is built up, sort of stone roads leading up and down on it. And currently here there is a road which just keeps on going straight forward into this giant stone archway, which, as you sort of walk towards it, you realize, looking through it, it looks like there's just a road literally straight after it. And then you sort of glance around the side, see the river, glance back through it, and realize you're staring at the other side of the riverbank. There are a couple of other ones, smaller in size for pedestrians, and then there's one which is large enough for horse-drawn carts to pass through. And kind of glance around. People are casually walking through them as if just walking over the street.
This is amazing. Let's go.
Okay.
As you walk forward, you take a step and just pass instantly from one side of the river to the other. Congratulations, you've just walked through an arcane gate.
Hey there, Gav.
Wow.
Welcome to the stream, mate. Good morning.
So, you are now on the northern side of the city. Not that the dot shows that it's actually there, but you're now on the northern side of the city. Not too different from the others. From the other, built up as normal, and there are slightly fancier built houses, sort of kind of close to the river. Some made out of, well, not made out of, but some have sort of marble incorporated into them, and some are polished granite and other somewhat not so much precious stones, but stone made which can be made to look fancy. There's a fair bit of space between the houses as you wander along the roads and head towards what you assume is the city hall. Actually, a relatively basic building compared to the ones which surround it, made out of a simple sort of grey stone, although it has been cut to a nice sort of aesthetic square shape. It's not rugged or anything. There's a few steps which lead up into the large wooden doors which stand open, and there's a small bell tower at the top of it with a small clock, actually. There's one or two people sort of walking around. Not as much traffic as the other side of the river. You get the idea that the other side is a lot more sort of trade oriented, and this is a bit more residential and admin.
Politics.
Very much so.
Got you. Are you ready for this, Paul? This is a very different world to the forest.
Yeah. Away we go.
Agnes leads the way.
All right, you make your way up the stone steps and sort of pass through the open wooden doors. There's a small sort of waiting area, several doors leading off, and a human female sat behind a desk, just scribbling a few things done. A few things done? Damn it, Comet. A few things down on bits of parchment. Leave my Freudian slips alone.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's recorded.
Oh, shut up.
He's having the time of his life.
I am. I really am.
The simple things.
It's the simple things in life.
Apparently so.
Hey, just like me. Never mind.
So,
Agnes, you do
Is
all
anyone-
the talking.
Is anyone waiting?
yeah, the one or two people just sort of sat around.
Oh, I meant like talking to the waiting
No
to
one
talk to
talking.
the person at
Peop-
the desk.
Some people sat.
I go up to the desk then.
Still scribbling away.
Hello?
One second. I just need to. And she continues to scribble for about 2 minutes or so before she kind of finishes and puts the quill back into a pot of ink and sort of shakes the paper slightly, make sure the ink's not running before putting it to the side. Yes, can I help you?
Well, we're new to the town and we have some rather pressing news that may be putting the town in danger.
Okay, well, you see, why don't you tell me
Wait,
what it
Agnes.
is? I shall write it down and we shall pass it to the mayor and he can get to it when he has time.
Jim, I just thought of something, by the way.
What?
Are we really warning the mayor about a giant talking tree that just a giant tree just beat the shit out of a couple bandits? Or did we
She
come
was
here?
told this is the person in charge.
Or are we coming there to talk about letting Comet or letting Cerno touch the stone. I don't remember because I remember that's
tree.
what we
Not
the
Sono.
tree.
Not
Okay.
Sono. We're not being
That was
snitches.
something to do with the.
We're not.
the-
No. Okay.
Okay.
So the
Yeah.
Druid Stone, I believe it's called, you have on the other
Yeah.
side the river.
What? Sorry. Yeah. We have the Axon in Axon Mouth.
Yes, there is the others dotted around the land.
We're somewhat aware of these.
One of them has now gone missing,
Okay.
along
She's
with
scribbling this down.
giant footprints and,
Do you know what kind?
well,
Tree kind.
So not a giant. Giant is in size. Okay, let me amend
giant
that.
is in size.
Very large brackets. Giant. Okay.
As in, a man was attacked by random bandits and he turned into an apparent giant tree.
Okay. She scribbles some more stuff down.
This is why I'm letting her do all the talking.
Agnes has this look on her face, just like, I know I sound stupid. I know I sound stupid.
Anything else you wish to report?
The fact that Druid has been to the other plane with your own accent.
Okay.
And that this this very large creature could be coming this direction.
Do you have any evidence to support this?
The footprints between Mapletown and Oxenfront. Not only that, that was where the last stone was.
Well, that's quite far away. So
It is, but there was
did
also
you-
evidence of a previous
Did you happen
stone.
to see any more footprints between Oxenfront and here?
Oh god, I can't remember.
No, I don't believe so. Hang
No.
on. Boo,
No.
boo. How do you do bird sounds?
I didn't write that bit
Thank you.
down. No, we did not.
Okay. All right. Well, if that's all you have to report, I shall make sure that gets across the mayor's desk eventually, and he will
Is
address
there
it.
any way to do more research on this accent?
Stone itself, well, there's a public library, but I don't think it holds too much in the arcane nature. We have so few strong wizards. You may be able to talk to one or two of them. Other than that, to be perfectly honest, your best bet would be, well, perhaps the druid you mentioned here. They should know if they're able to commune with the
He's
stones. They
with
should
me
know
and knew
quite
very
well.
little about it as well.
Okay, well then maybe not a druid.
Mm.
You may want to actually go find an actual druid.
Oh.
Some of them wander the
Oh
rushing
my
plain.
fucking god.
Oh!
They have a fair bit of knowledge.
Dagger through the heart, dying.
What did you just find? What? Sorry.
An actual druid. Normally you
As
can find
opposed
them.
to.
Well, either not a druid or some sort of druid in training.
He's a druid. I don't understand.
And yet he does not have knowledge of these stones. I'm sorry, the only druids I know of have very in-depth knowledge of these stones. They are the ones which, after all, informed the city and sometimes come in and check on them.
Have you ever thought it's your lack of knowledge of druids rather than him not being a druid?
Oh god, fucking Mama Agnes is pissed.
Don't
no.
piss
Considering
off
sorry,
the
but
government lady.
The fact that I know of druids who know very much about these stones, it is very peculiar to me that someone would claim to be a druid to be able to interface with these stones and not know anything about them.
Look, our party really isn't from around here.
You guys are...
Then perhaps
That
not
would-
the same type of druid, but not the druid you're looking for nonetheless. Now, you might you want to find someone who, well, someone one of the druids which roams the rushing plains. I believe there's a few of them. They gather every couple of years somewhere. I don't happen to know the details, but after that gathering, one of them comes and checks on the stone.
Okay,
Mm.
bye-bye.
Please ask for a name.
Do you know when that is?
I'm afraid I don't. They go off some, not the base calendar which we use here. I would say random, but it's not entirely. There
Any
is normally a couple of years. Sometimes it's 2. Sometimes it's. I think we went 8 years once without them appearing.
any
Hmm.
names or places we should look for?
I'm not really privy to that information, and also they don't tend to talk much. They just sort of come in, tell us things, and then leave.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your lack of knowledge of druids, and we shall be leaving now.
Thank you for your vague report on large things threatening the city. Goodbye.
I walk away and try not to fucking laugh out loud. Okay.
Meanwhile, Cerno just feels really sad. Oh,
Oh, it's true. Money can't buy me happiness.
oh, you did not pull any punches. Oh,
That was fucking hilarious.
that was my favorite thing. Oh boy. Have we figured out what we're doing? Buying, because Cerno's bought his sword, and he's taken. I've got all the money sorted out with that, thankfully.
Oh, speaking of which, Agnes and Borba, could you make perception checks as well?
Okay, sure. Where is my
No.
stats for the D&D Beyond?
They're
Because I've
going to
been-
die. They're going. Oh, they're not going to die. Or they're at least going to see them die.
We're gonna see our death.
What
Yeah.
am I looking at again? For fuck's sake, D&D Beyond. I should have been more prepared. No! What is it?
You really should have been considering the fact that we've been in session for about 40 minutes.
I know.
Right.
What
Okay, so
what
Bor's
am I-
blind to the world.
No, what is it?
It is
Look, I'm
wisdom plus proficiency if you have it.
Look, I'm literally going over to Cerno and Agnes, not Agnes, Cerno and RC, and I just want the rolls there for information. So, Cerno, you have acquired I have the arcane cutter and
Ooh.
anything else.
I can.
Okay, so far I have the arcane cutter and the ring of fire purchased. What else is being purchased?
I would like to buy the buckler and the belt, which will cost me the 200 platinum I just got given, and an extra 5 gold.
And an extra what?
5 gold.
Cerno can throw in 3 of these gold teeth he has, so you only have to
Yeah,
use
it's
2
fine.
gold.
Oh.
I really don't want these teeth though.
I mean, I'll trade you, but
Okay. I give Arsene the 3 gold teeth.
I don't really know what they're worth.
I think they're worth 1 gold each.
They're worth 3 gold teeth. Eat 1 gold piece each.
Oh, I give you 3 gold in return.
Thank you.
That's alright, they're pretty cool.
Alright, so that's 4 items purchased. Anything else brought?
I was gonna say, I don't mind if Savangar wants the heal ring. I don't mind putting a bit towards it.
We can go get them later and do it. Actually,
True. It would fit her really well.
so have we bought everything we need for the moment?
Yes.
Okay, I want to go see if I can find a herbalist shop.
I
Oh, God.
already have herbs.
Do I?
Are you taking Atlas? Are you taking Atlas's idea? Please no.
Yes, Comet. I recommend looking at the
Oh,
bottom of your sheet.
oh, 4 herbs for healing potions. Oh!
You found those on Anchor Isle.
Silly.
But there is also a herbalist shop.
Shut up, I'm smart.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you glad the DM remembers this stuff?
Yeah, because I don't. Alright, yeah, I guess. Where do we go now?
Uh,
Did Mother designate a meeting point?
It
No.
was... No, it was...
The 2 children are lost.
Night Eye, save us.
Agnes
Okay,
should
what do we
learn the
do?
locations.
That's
now.
the eldest of the 3 of us.
I...
Oh God.
Elder
The
sibling,
rainbow dragon.
small wee dragon, help us!
Oh no.
Actually,
It's like being like an 8 and a 9-year-old asking their 10-year-old pet. You're the eldest.
Despite the fact that the pet has some intelligence.
He's a smart one. He's not really a pet.
I actually have something I want to do. You want to... I don't know. Do you want to go meet back with Agnes, or come with me?
I'll come for moral support. Plus, it's a little crowded in this place. I would rather not walk through it by myself.
Alright then. I'd like to see if there are any parks in the city. Like nature reserves, anything of the like. Something that's not being claimed by the city. If that makes
there's
sense.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, there's some. There is an area which is sort of grass and a couple of trees and a small pond in it.
We'll go there.
It's got a couple of kids sort of running around, laughing. You see 1 or 2 parents sort of sat on a bench, casting watchful eyes over their children, but also having a bit of a natter. The pond has 1 or 2 ducks just casually swimming around on the surface. It's a bit murky and kind of small, but yeah. And there's a couple of trees just sort of dotted around. It's probably about the size, I don't know, of a football pitch. Slightly bigger.
Sono takes a step onto the grass and... he grounds in the dirt. He's gonna go find a tree.
There's about 5.
He's gonna go sit under one of the trees. Possibly away from a few of the people.
All right. It's a tree sitter, actually, Jam. So you do find a tree which is at the edge of the park, sort of away from the children and the parents. There's still people sort of walking past occasionally on the road behind, but it's relatively somewhat secluded.
He's gonna sit down at the base of the tree. He's gonna meditate for a bit. He's gonna find his center into nature. He's gonna connect with it.
Certainly.
And we can go to other people if we want.
All right. So, Savanga?
She is looking around to see if she could see anyone else and see if there's any place interesting that outside the hat.
Well, there. She does actually roll an investigation check. Well, she finds the Temple of Bokop, the Swallows, and also in the sort of more northern side of the city, a very large tower with wooden platforms extending from the left and the right. As you sort of glance at it, it reminds you very much of something you saw in Neverwinter. where airships dock. Currently, there are none docked there, but you do recall seeing one fly over on your way here.
She's going to spend the rest of her time running in between the swallows back and forth, just going like that kid who goes around in a circle in those spinny circle things inside hotel things.
Right, so the cat is getting her teleportation miles up and probably increasing the risk of cancer. Agnes and Boar,
What?
who said teleportation was perfectly safe? Also, I mean, like, you can go for an X-ray, but they don't recommend you go for them times
There's
a
a
day.
reason why the doctors
Fun
hide
fact:
behind-
teleportation circles were originally supposed to be little microwaves. Now you know.
And now to cook my food. Ah, shit, where's it gone?
That's why the
someone else opened the microwave and a shoe appears.
that's why the teleportation circles. You know, put the food in the center, warms it up. You know, perfect way. Originally they were supposed to rotate, but they couldn't figure that bit out. I'm so hoping this is funny.
I feel like it would have been invented by an overzealous cook. Well, yeah, your magic's so fancy. Why doesn't it just cook the food? Well, let's see. All right, so Arsene and Boar, who never rolled a perception check.
No?
Arsene.
No,
Not
it was
Arsene, sorry,
Perception.
Agnes and Boar.
Agnes rolled the
trying to remember
perception
what it
check.
was.
Boar didn't. Oh my god.
Yes.
Okay, I'll go.
So, Boar, who never rolled his perception check. Whilst you were kind of wandering through the city, Agnes, you could have sworn that you noticed down an alleyway or two before heading through the Swallows that there was just a figure, and when you sort of just glanced again casually, they weren't there. So, kind of strange. Thought to yourself, walking further along, reaching the Swallows, you noticed a similar figure in a different alleyway, and this time you sort of turn and you just sort of see them duck into the shadows. However, once you went through the Swallows and continued to the town hall, you didn't see them again.
Also, Boar, it's a +2 for your perception.
I just found that, yeah.
Oh,
But I don't think the DM wants me to roll anymore, so I'm not
No,
gonna.
roll, goddammit! I said that you could roll.
Good,
Just
it's
that I was
13,
going to
come
someone
on.
else, so you had time to
Okay,
find
there.
it.
13. Sorry.
You do not notice this figures. All right. So Agnes, you're heading back with Boar. What do you
Mhm.
do?
Agnes. I don't
What?
know. No, nothing. It's okay. It's okay. That's mitigating. Would I notice at all Agnes looking at something?
She'd be on edge, but she also had like a petty fight with a receptionist, so I don't know.
How dare you say my child is not a druid?
You said what?
I mean, to be fair, she is not wrong.
I mean,
Oh no! I mean, I'm horrible with nature, so like I'm already a shit druid.
I mean, Sono's got the spells and got the wild shifting. He just doesn't have the knowledge.
no.
Like he's getting there. He's getting there. He'll learn it over time. He just doesn't have that much knowledge in it at the moment.
Yeah, I'm only what, 24 years old. You know.
And like a level 6 druid.
So I don't recognize them. I just see a figure and I recognize that figure again.
Well, you see another figure and you're like, okay, the first time wasn't just a coincidence.
Okay. I'm not gonna say anything. But she paranoid as fuck. Go back to where we said we'd meet him, I guess. And by the sounds of it, be waiting quite a while.
All right. So Sano's going and sitting at a base of a tree.
While looking for the cat, because who knows when she'll turn up.
Actually, no. probably got to the swallows after you'd already back. Arsene, what are you doing?
I'm gonna sit on the other side of the tree and just, pull out some treats for Night Eyes, boil them a little bit, chat to him and Draconic a little bit, just spend some time with him. Because it's in a nice place.
Certainly.
Just waiting for Cerno to do what he wanted.
You finished yet? No. Alright.
Okay. You finished
now.
now? No. Okay.
No?
No.
Okay.
All right. How much did I say? Oh God, that's don't 450. As long as you deduct the correct amount from your sheet perps, I don't mind.
Right. Well, I did the math anyway, so yeah.
I just
Alright, you
I
have
just
the
kept
s- you
taking
have the
money out
story.
until it said I had the amount I needed.
You have the story must go on.
Hey.
You just posted the same thing again.
I know.
Alrighty. So, Agnes and Boar head back through the swallows. Savangal eventually goes wandering around the marketplace and finds this ring, and purchases it. We will say that during this time, Agnes also purchases the Ring of Fire.
Yes.
Did we already buy that?
I
I was going
removed
to
the
say, I
glove.
allowed her to take the money away and say that she brought it, but I'm just like, for story reasons, this is when she buys it. This is probably when she runs into Savangal. So it's Boar, Agnes, and Savangal. Cerno, you are sat meditating at the base of your tree. Arsene, as you sort of sat around, just sort of playing with Night Eyes.
Mhm.
An elven gentleman, relatively tall, somewhat skinny, long shoulder-length hair, dark brown, piercing blue eyes. Just kind of walks over, book in hand, sits down at the base of the tree, not too far away from you, and opens up the book and just starts reading.
Can I see what the title of the book is?
What languages do you know?
I
Wait.
know Common, Infernal, Elvish, and Draconic.
You do not know what the book is titled.
Do I feel this
Night
person?
Eyes.
Do I feel this person enter our space?
Not really.
All right. During my
in-
meditation, I'd like to summon my spirits to just be there with me, just sit around me and such.
Certainly, the children are definitely staying away from you, and the parents have sort of ushered them to the other end of the park at this point, considering that there's a small man with the spirit of a bear, an eagle, and a unicorn hanging out. Much to the children's dismay, that they don't get to see the unicorn.
But he's got shiny, sparkly pants.
This is my favorite. Just summoning my spirits, which is just something Cerno just does, is my favorite thing. Just watch everyone fucking freak out. All right.
Yep.
He sits down and he's reading for a little while. For a black cat just slowly slinks its way across the
Sorry,
field,
I got very excited. For multiple
Before-
reasons.
climbing up onto his shoulders, sort of curling around his neck and lying down.
I thought, oh God, what is? Okay. No, we can't metagame. It's fine. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to playing with Night Eyes. Just, being wary.
Mm-hmm. A couple more moments pass, a turn of the page, before he finally speaks. Well, you've certainly dug yourself some sort of hole.
bad habit of mine.
I'm sure. The information you requested was not easy to get.
I imagine it wasn't. That's why I came to you for it.
Wait,
Well-
what?
You'll be interested to know that the Sisters of the Crimson Oath mainly operate out of Midford.
Thank you.
That's northeasterly of here. Kingdom of Adelaide. Apparently quite a pleasant place. Haven't been there myself.
That's very interesting to hear. So, what do I owe you?
Oh, I'm not finished yet.
Oh,
They seem to have a disagreement with the local government and its rulings. They claim that they fight magical subjugation, and they fight it with shows of brute magical force and the occasional assassination. Other than that, we know very little about them, other than all of their members are female. They rarely hire others, and that they have some sort of laboratory in the mountains southeast of the city.
laboratory. That's concerning to hear, considering things we found previously in other laboratories.
There's nothing sinister about a laboratory.
Well, I suppose a laboratory in your house maybe, but we're just hidden out in the mountains.
Mine's hidden underneath my house.
Yeah, but that's part of your
Well-
house.
Mine was hidden underneath my house, now it's hidden underneath a pile of...
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, anyway. Act on this information how you will. They'll come to claim the payment later. As he
Right.
stands up, you sort of look up and see that the cat is staring down at you with violet eyes. Kind of blinks once before nuzzling into his neck as he just walks off. Gets about 10, 15 paces and turns and goes, "By the way, you might want to tell one of your friends they're being followed."
Thank you. Which one?
He's already walking away again.
Damn it, you! Austin doesn't say that, but I do. I know who this motherfucker is. Shit. Thanks, Nate.
You're welcome.
Gotta contemplate on this information. Why is he here? Sorry.
I like how with each session she plays in the other campaign, it makes her more worried about the one she currently isn't playing. Hilarious.
Amazing.
Like, because I keep finding things in the other campaign that link back to this campaign, and then the other way around too, and I'm like, oh, for God's sake.
It's almost
Why
like it's in the same world with the same DM.
can't-
And at the
No, but my
same
characters are
time.
separate.
Yeah,
Oh my
like
God.
literally, they're only a day ahead of you again now.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, so we would have done the casting. Okay. No, it would have been a few days, because... never mind. Dream things, don't worry about it. Moving on.
Well,
I-
yeah, they're literally a day ahead of you because this day, currently, in a dwarven city, a group of adventurers are
true.
getting drunk in dwarven ale.
That's very true. But, like, when you were describing, I was like, is that who I think it is? I don't know. He said black cat, and I was like, it's him! It's you!
I'm
I
so
know,
worried.
but I don't. I hate you in the other campaign, but I love you in real life.
I'm worried that one of the other groups that are in this, either the Monday group or this group, what's going to happen is one of us is going to unleash a horrible thing, and the other is going to have to fight it.
Don't they already do that?
No,
Alright.
no, yeah, we released the Lich in the other campaign. We didn't release them, we stopped him from... We didn't stop him,
Mhm.
because we're bad.
We
You
didn't
were
release
just-
him. We stopped him. Well, we didn't stop him.
You were
but-
just there.
We witnessed him. We just witnessed him. That was about it.
We just kind of watched and got our butts handed to us, and then we're like, stuff this, we can't do anything, and ignored it for the
We
rest
were
of the
there.
next,
I
like,
just
month.
grabbed out my phone and yelled, "World stop!" Never mind.
Anyway,
I mean, consider that we got a green dragon on the loose.
yeah, that green dragon is
Yeah,
our
sorry.
fault. Anyway, I'm gonna ask Night Eyes to just do a loop. Oh god, wait, the city's massive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to walk through the crowd by myself, though.
City. I'll probably get told this is wrong. It's like this.
Kind of. I mean, not quite to that degree, but I mean, it's on two sides of a relatively large river.
Oh,
Oh, he's gone.
hey, Sano.
Do I hear that?
Yeah, you hear our scene. You heard speech, but actually, what languages do you know? Do you know Draconic?
No.
Okay.
I
He
know.
would have
so-
been using Draconic.
Okay, so he did speak in Draconic.
Yeah, it would have been. Sorry, that was my bad. It would have been spoken in Draconic or I
Okay.
think Elvish. He also knows. Shit, I actually have to look at his sheet. It's been so long.
It's so long. I speak
Yes,
both,
no, he
but
does know Elvish.
I was
I-
openly speaking Draconic.
Yeah, I know. I know Sylvan.
That's
Not
similar.
quite
yeah.
Elvish, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Close enough.
So we could have gone with either.
Yeah.
I don't know which I'd be better at.
I think he would have defaulted to. He would have
Elvish.
defaulted to Draconic
Oh, Draconic,
because
yeah.
Draconic's slightly less known.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if only the cat were there, she'd know what they were talking about.
I keep this
It's
information
like,
to
and
myself.
this is my black cat. This is. Say hello. Be
It
nice.
too can disappear and reappear when you're not expecting it.
We lose her all the time. It's weird. Actually, occasionally takes a small one.
Both the small ones.
Hmm
Yes, Arsene.
Do you think it's getting a little late? Yeah. I know
I'm.
what Agnes is like.
Cerno is waiting.
What?
Waiting, and Common is waiting for the DM to get to him.
When
he's ready.
Whilst the conversation is happening and Cerno is meditating, Cerno, what are you doing?
I'm getting into the zone, if that makes sense. Like I'm finding my place in nature.
Your chi.
Yeah, chi. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and see if I can make the connection with the being or whatever it was that's spoken to me in the past regarding around the pillar and such. Just gonna see if I can get that connection. And I'm going to ask, do I need to be worried about the pillars? And I'm gonna wait for a response.
Hmm. You sit and you wait a while, and you sort of open your eyes to look at your spirit friends. You see the unicorn, the eagle, and the bear. And as you sort of glance around, you notice that it's not just them. What appears to be a humanoid figure, the same transparency as your spirits, appears to be scratching the bear behind the ear. And they sort of just look at you. And then just sort of put their hands together and then open them out. So, like thumbs pointed upwards, and then they just kind of flatten it to have their palms open upwards. and then scratch the bear behind the ear once more, and walk away. And as they leave the vicinity of your spirit animals, they just fade into nothingness.
Uh, Hi. Hi. Okay, do I take myself out of the meditation at that point saying this?
You can if you want.
Sono's going to try his best to focus again. Do I need to find Guyan?
You kind of cautiously peek open an eye. The spirit animals are just sort of lazing around.
Once. Just once. Why can you not just be direct?
Because fuck you, that's not how we work.
Zerno's going to get out of his meditation at this point, and whether or not that coincides with the conversation ending.
I'll leave that up to you.
Yeah, I'll say he's woken up by our scene.
Okay. Oh, I am going to have to ask this. You do know what I mean by how I describe the movement of the hands, right? Okay, so imagine you're praying. Put your hands together as if you're praying.
Yeah, praying.
And then point your fingers away from you.
Yeah.
Okay, and now just pivot your hands so your palms are facing upwards.
Yeah.
The last two steps is essentially what they did. They put their hands together with their fingers facing away from them and the thumbs up, and then they opened their hands so the palms were facing upwards.
Was it like they were, like, asking for something?
Not really.
Was there anything in them?
Nothing in their hands.
What was the rest of them?
They, from what you saw, the sort of wispy sort of outlines which they had, they appeared to be elven in nature.
Yeah.
Wearing sort of wooden, sort of a few wooden plates of armor, sort of long tangled hair, the odd twig.
It sounds like you just explained an elvish version of Cerno.
Pretty much. The armor was slightly more finely crafted than just some random planks, but
Well, he has better armor now.
yeah.
Did it look like anyone I'd ever met?
No. Well, I mean, that's not entirely true. It looked like having seen yourself in reflections, having seen Guyan, and one or two other druids who Guyan briefly met with, you would go, probably a druid. But specific person? No.
You know, that didn't answer my question. Okay.
As in, it is not a specific person that you know, but it looks like someone you'd go, probably a druid.
Yeah, no, it was like, Cerno was like, you know, that didn't answer my question. Yeah. I don't understand this. He's giving something, asking for something, praying. I don't know.
No, he doesn't get it done.
No, No. No, you are leaving this to me to figure out, woman. Yep, alright. He's gonna go, what? Sorry, what? To Arsene, who's now woken him up.
Sorry. Just thinking maybe it's getting a little late.
What time is it? How long have I been here?
Oh no, I'm bullshitting. I don't say
let's
that.
see. You arrived sort of what was it? You arrived around lunchtime, so it's probably getting to late afternoon. The sun's beginning to get low in the sky, but it still being in the summer months, it's still somewhat
Oh, right.
still quite bright.
Right, okay. He sort of pats his face and he's like waking up. Question. You didn't see that.
Yes?
You didn't see that, right?
See what?
You know, my
Yeah.
spirits. You didn't, nothing wrong with my spirits? Like, someone with my spirits?
Did I, DM?
No, you were talking to Wilburn on the other side of the tree.
Shit. I was busy talking to Wilburn. No, sorry, I was, keeping Night Eyes company.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Honestly, I'm not surprised.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
You okay?
Yeah.
You're sure?
Mm-hmm.
Is he lying to me?
Are you well? Insight and deception or persuasion?
Fuck. I'm still trying my damn
Good
best!
insight. I am very good insight. Spill the beans, Soda.
I am perfectly fine!
Tells you he might just be lying through his fucking teeth.
I am perfectly fine!
Not gonna lie, Soda. You're a worse liar than I am.
Yeah, I guess. Alright, let's go meet the others.
Can't. Mm.
We were
I'll
going to
keep
meet
your
them back.
secret.
What do you mean, my secret?
I said you can keep your secret, but we're here for you. I guess.
To be honest, I'm just confused.
That sounds very fitting for life.
It really is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah, anyway, yeah. Confusing secrets, that's okay. Let's not.
Yeah.
It's okay. Everyone has secrets. We all have secrets.
Let's go and let's go find the others.
Yeah, okay.
We'll go back to the town square where that's where Comet remembers saying we'd be meeting up.
Yep. Near the axe and stone, you find Agnes impatiently tapping her foot.
Does Avangel ever see the other black cat?
Roll perception. Nope.
Too tempered up from running around like a little kid.
Yep. You did not see the cat with violet eyes.
Atlas. Oh, that is bad. Yep.
Took your time to see that one.
I know, right? Look, I was too busy being confused.
I'm curious
Other
now.
people will help you out of your confusion.
No, Agnes. No. I want to do this myself.
This isn't Agnes.
No, Jam. Agnes, Jam, you're the same person on some level.
Jackness.
Jagness. Worst ship ever.
Agum.
Did you have to
What?
say that while I was taking a drink?
Yes, clearly.
Clearly,
You
I
found
am
it.
omnipotent to know when you're drinking.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we get back to them.
Amazing.
There is a
Agnes is constantly on watch, by the way, for this figure. I don't know.
Okay. Roll another perception check then.
Yeah.
You see them no more.
Mm.
Is Agnes visibly, like,
On
looking
edge?
on edge, like more than usual?
That is a good question.
Yes. Yes.
I was gonna ask, since Wilburn warned me of some of our people in our party being followed, then as soon as I met up with them, I would have had a look around.
All right, roll a perception check yourself.
Mm.
You
Oh
do
well.
not see anyone who appears to be following you guys.
Okay. I'll keep on watch anyway.
So, you guys get everything done you need to get done?
Seven Gull jumps down and floats down with the hat.
Mm.
What?
They are informed, though whether they will take it seriously or not, I don't know.
Yeah. So, do we want to find an inn then, I guess?
You said it was getting late, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Late afternoon, beginning to get into evening.
I presume. It'd be nicer than camping halfway into the woods, wherever it is we're going. Forest?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess. So, shall we go?
Yes, somewhere secure.
We also might want to find a place to put the horse and cart for the night then.
There may be inns. That's occasionally a thing. But they have stables in bigger towns.
Can we find
Yes.
a... Sorry.
I was going to say, you have seen one or two buildings which appear to have some stables
Yeah, we'll go to...
on them
We
and
can
you're
try
wandering
'em.
through the city.
We'll go to one of those then.
Alright. You make your way to the Horseshoe and Tankard, which was the name I'd come up with it before, but, you know, it fits doubly so. Because, you know, you play the game's Horseshoes and they get your horses as you do it. I mean, well, anyway. So you come to the tavern. There is a somewhat elderly human sort of at the front who you approach. He goes, "Oh, well, you're looking to stay a night and horse and cart here as well."
Yes. Do you have
Alright.
many rooms available?
I think we've got a few. We might have 3 or 4 free.
I'm looking at Seven Girl, Boar, and Cerner. Do you wish for rooms tonight?
I mean, we'll just hang out in the morning. I can sleep outside. That's no problem with me. And I got the tavern.
Get a
Careful.
room.
He's going outside.
I
gone.
put a boar.
Nope, he's gone.
Can I perform to pay for my room?
How long are you thinking of performing for?
Several
I don't want
hours.
just good. Yeah, that might be a bit more agreeable. Tell you what, you can perform. We'll allow you to perform here, and the earnings you make, you can put against your room. Anything extra or you make, you can keep. Anything less, well, you'll have to owe us.
Okay.
As for the rest of you,
One room for me, Arsene.
Yes, one for me too, please.
certainly that'll be 8 silver pieces for each room, please.
Done.
Yeah,
Turno.
Hmm. Are we... Where are we in the city? Can we see the square? Where the
You're
axe and the Druid Stone is?
sort of glancing and looking. You can just about make out part of it through a couple of buildings. You're not right next to the marketplace. You're a few sort of roads over. You have to sort of glance and kind of climb up onto the cart, and you can just about see the tip of it over some of the roofs.
Yeah.
It's a tall stone, but it's like
Yeah, a
a
room,
tall city
please.
as well.
A room, please.
All right, 8 silver per room. We have. Well, I said 3 or 4, I guess. Better check on that, hey? Okay, and the horse and cart being stayed here as well.
Yes,
Mhm.
please.
Okay, okay. That will be an additional 5 silver.
I can pay for it.
You sure?
Yeah, sure.
You come into a certain amount of money recently or something?
No, actually, my pockets are a little lighter now. A lot lighter, actually. Feels refreshing.
He says,
Then-
tapping the new obsidian blade strapped to his side.
Yeah, she's like, how did you afford that?
I had money.
Hmm.
He's not
Fair
lying.
enough. Mm-hmm.
Will I be able to add that later? By the way.
Yes, I haven't created it on D&D Beyond yet, so I will have to
Yeah, no,
do
that's
that,
cool.
and then we can add it.
Yeah, that's cool. Awesome. Yeah, so we get the horse and cart stored.
Okay. Have the horse and cart stabled. You are offered your meal, which is part of your rooms. It will be served in about an hour or so as the kitchens are just being started up. There's not many people in the pub at all. The pub? The tavern at all. You're looking only about 2 or 3 people, one of which appears to be a human with quite short black hair, kind of lean face, thin features, just kind of sat in a corner, nursing a mug of mead. You kind of just, as you walk in, just watch you guys, but doesn't make any movements.
We sit down.
Anyone that comes in after us is going to trigger Agnes to be watching them and cautious.
I will keep an eye out
That's
too, because I know.
Is it obvious that these two are keeping an eye out?
Agnes, yes. Arsene, yeah, probably.
Oh, I'm trying to be careful.
Sono leans in to both of them and goes, "Okay. What's wrong?"
I believe someone was following me and Ball earlier.
Really?
Though I haven't seen them in a while, which may be a good sign.
Okay.
A dwarven patron just sort of wanders in, goes over to the bar, orders an ale, sits down and starts drinking.
He's getting daggers.
Are any of them armed? Are any of the people in this tavern armed? Like us right now? Like weapons and such?
There's you guys. You notice the human in the corner is carrying, not like overly openly, but you sort of notice that there is like 1 or 2 daggers tucked within reach, and what appears to be a curved bit of wood just at his side.
Okay. The
As
dwarf?
for the other ones,
Yeah.
the dwarf appears to have like a dagger of sorts. but he's, you know, quite muddy. It kind of looks like he may have been traipsing around out of the city limits for a while. Not entirely sure what he was doing. The other patrons, one or two else also seem to have daggers. The other two don't appear to be armed.
Would I have seen what height this figure was? Like, if it
Uh,
was obviously very tall, or a halfling, or a dwarf, or...
There were actually two different heights.
Oh,
There
God.
was a sort of average sort of human height and another sort of more squat height. So, small dwarf, tall gnome, tall halfling. Who knows?
Yay!
Did you get a good look at this person?
No. But I know there's at least two. And they didn't want to be seen.
Color of the cloak? I don't know. Something?
Dark and shadowy, mysterious.
Your average colour of a cloak, they're usually dark. Well, unless you're some pompous prick. But that's not likely to be here.
Fitz takes great offence. Even though he's not there.
Hey, the only pompous prick she knows is not going to come and trek into the city. He'd send someone.
Yeah.
The door swings open again, and a small halfling, sort of light brown hair, quite messy, quite short, sort of wanders in, glances around, notices you guys, kind of glances you up and down, and then heads over to the bar, hops up, a little bit of difficulty onto the stool, and
I feel
orders
you,
a drink
bro.
himself.
I feel you, bro. Him? Is he armed?
He does appear to be wearing leather armor underneath some of his clothes. And yes, he does appear to have a dagger and a weird sort of. Seems to be sort of like a metal rod with a bit of wood attached to it.
I don't recognize any symbols or anything, do I?
No.
Mm.
Is there any way I can subtly cast primeval awareness? I don't know how it works. Let me check my
you know
shit.
what? Make a. Just make a sleight of hand check.
Cerno's gonna, like, have his
And
hand on his new blade.
all right. And Savangirl, would you make a performance check for me, please? All right, Arsene, as you sort of pick up your drink and sort of just start drinking, you sort of mumble into it, and someone sort of gives you a weird look. But you are able to cast Primeval Awareness. Let me see. You pick up Dragon,
Obviously.
and let me remember
I'd
what
be
else
very
you
worried if I don't.
you don't pick up Dragon.
Oh god.
Where the fuck has he gone?
Let me remind me what else you can pick up.
Aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead.
You know your favorite terrain, so it's within
Mile.
1 mile. So you pick up the hint of an elemental, or hint of elemental, and that would be it.
Why is there an elemental in the area? We're in a city. I
Should be
keep
right on the outskirts.
drinking more
Savangirl,
water.
you have made 2 gold.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, sure, you can borrow Night Eyes. Night Eyes likes you. Harsine likes you. You're fine.
Night Eyes is just sort of sat upon the hat, pretending that he is a dragon being reborn from the fire in this epic story which Savangirl is singing about.
My heart, bless.
That's
Works perfectly. It's a fiery hat.
Cerno is
happy right now.
Cerno is trying his best not to get distracted by the awesomeness that is going on over there. Oh, right. Do you... I don't know. You worried?
Last time someone was looking for me, do you think it would have gone well?
Well, not for them.
There's also the chance they were following because of Boar.
Possibility. Where is Ball right now?
Well, Ninja's just BRB'd, so...
Well, he did say Boar walks out the...
Yeah, so Boar isn't with you guys, so he's wandering the city. I was literally going to say, and Boar, what are you doing? And then he said BRB. I was like, oh, damn it.
Yeah. I mean, if you're worried about it, I don't know. Do we all bunk up in the same room? Keep watch? One of us keeps watch?
I don't think they would go to that extent.
If
I
it,
think.
if it make you feel better, then...
I'm just hoping they're after Boar. Does that sound bad?
It
That probably
does!
sounds bad.
Yes! Yeah?
But considering we've already dealt with the people who are after him, they could just be after another smaller thing, and it's a lot nicer than what the people after me have. I'll stop talking.
Okay. Well,
The halfling glances in your direction.
Cerno waves, like really obviously, noticing this.
He gives a small nod.
Friend.
He's friendly enough. Insight check. No.
You can certainly roll an insight.
Ah, fuck it. Why not? Let's see.
Yes, shit. Perception.
Yeah, no. Just curiosity, I guess.
Shit, it would help if I
How-
typed minus
How?
score. He appears cold and hard to read.
Can
That
we?
was a natural 19.
Yeah, no, that's I'm not complaining about that. Could I have been whispering the idea of like bunking up together? Actually,
Yeah.
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 I mean, I've got something I want to try tonight. Do tonight? Well, multiple things actually, but one of them involves Savangal. So I don't know. I could go drag Ball back.
Agnes is frowning and glancing between you and Savinga, very worried. What do you...
I just want
Do you
to.
think you could turn into a tabaxi? Do they count?
No.
I mean...
Not that. I assume you two just start talking about the logistics of this. And Sano's just like, no, wait, okay, yep, you two are talking.
Turn into what?
It's
Wait,
a
what?
back.
Talk about what?
A tabaxi?
I mean, that would be more of a change appearance spell rather than
I was just thinking.
giant cat.
Alright.
We've seen that before.
Yeah.
Giant cat, yes. Tabaxi, no.
It's like a half shift. You shift halfway.
Not even gonna question it. No, I was going to see if Savangal could message someone for me, but I don't know how it works exactly. But you know, and the other thing is I wanna keep an eye on the Druid Stone.
The one here.
Yeah.
We were told in by the mayor's reception. I don't know what they call them here, but we were told in the town hall to go look for druids. The lady didn't know where, who, or when we would be able to find them.
Did they mention anything?
That was helpful.
Yeah.
Not really. Apparently they don't go to our calendar. They have their own dates. According to her, the dates they meet are quite random.
Yeah, I know about the dates.
Yes, actually, Sano, you would know about the dates. They did appear random, and when you questioned Garn about them, he told you it wasn't to do with the rotation of the uh, waxing and waning of the moon, which is what the calendar is based on. It is to do with the planes and their interactions with one another.
It's it's actually it's not actually to do with the moon. Like the weeks, how you all sort of know them. It actually has to do with the planes. Wait,
Months. The months are based on the.
they may
Would
be
they
having
be
another.
meeting?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, that rain wasn't normal, and things were definitely out of balance. So maybe they are meeting soon.
You don't by chance know where?
Have I ever been to one of these meetings in my time?
Guyan has not taken you to one of these meetings. You have just met. He's gone off once or twice, and you've met one or two others who he's sort of bumped into, as it were. Not so much bumped into, but actually did a meetup, but not like it wasn't the actual meeting.
No, he never took me.
He's only been to two since that you recall.
I've only been to two, actually. It's pretty long while in between them, but
I just had a thought, actually.
yeah.
Remember how Johan said he could locate people and objects?
And cats.
And cats, yes. Well, since the obsidian, is it obsidian obelisk or is it a black obelisk? I can't remember. The obelisk. Since the obelisk went missing, we have pieces of it. We could see if he could locate it by using the pieces as a focus, maybe.
Possible.
He said he needs a focus to find things.
It'd be worth a shot, I guess. Has the mood
Though
in
I'm worried
the
about-
tavern changed at all?
The mood's still somewhat jolly. Savangale's music keeping everyone's spirits up. The halfling is drinking, but clearly watching you guys.
I would like to glare back at him. For funsies,
Takes a
you
sip
know,
of
I'm
his
a
drink and he
tiefling.
smiles.
Anyone else find him a bit intense?
I mean, it is always fun to people watch.
Do
we really look that strange?
Did you seriously just ask that?
Oh, I
I
put
was
my
gonna
hood
ask
over my head.
Have you seen the cat we're with? For one, she's not one to hide in a crowd.
Actually, Sub, did you want me to tick off having summoned my, spirits?
No.
Alright.
We can find Johan in the morning
Yeah.
before we leave if we're still going to the temple.
I think if
Yeah,
we're going to continue these conversations, we should move it elsewhere.
Would I have an idea of where Guyan would be on the plains at this time of year?
This time of year during the harvest, he would be relatively actually sort of in the more southern part of the plains, essentially keeping an eye on the newly born animals of some of the wandering herds, essentially on the southern side of the river. Well, the eastern side of the river.
I don't want to do this to Boar, because we want to go to his temple, but I feel like we may need to go see Guyan. I mean, the disappearing of the druid stone's a problem.
Mm.
And to be honest, I think I need to talk with him more about it than just over a message spell.
Depending how far he is, it could work out.
I'd talk to Boar about it, but he's not here.
Uh-huh.
Is Ninja here?
Still nothing.
I don't know if he's back here or not.
I don't think so.
What did he go to do?
I don't know.
Neither do I.
It could just be a small detour. Then again, he could be on the other side of
A small
the
detour of
continent.
maybe a few 100 miles. That's
Hmm.
not small.
We shall see what Ball says. Whether we can locate his location as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna go tinkle. Sono hops off the table and goes ask the barkeep where a loo is, and he's gonna go off and go to the loo.
You are
Right.
directed to a room with a chamber pot in it.
Yep.
So what did you and Sano get up to then, Asim?
Oh, well, we went mooching in the shops for a little bit, and then we
I
went
see you
to
got
a
a lot
park.
of stuff.
Well, you know, some good deals. Park was nice.
No?
Didn't expect to find a park inside a place this big. I
Why
guess
did you go to a park?
Oh, Cerno wanted to meditate for a bit,
Oh.
and I thought, well, it'd be nice.
That explains, yeah.
Yeah.
Should we be worried about Sano? His mood
Yes.
changes a lot.
I think he's. I think maybe this is his first time out in the world, and there's a lot of things that are scaring him and confusing him. So, I think
You
this
say
world
that
is
like
making
you've left your own hometown before.
Well, I mean, never mind. I just think.
That was a joke, I'm assuming you have.
Oh, yeah.
Easier
I'm-
for some, let's say.
Hello, I am sorry. I am back. What is up?
So, what's Boar doing?
I'm going for a walk.
Alrighty. A walk you take. Where are you walking?
In general,
Alright, so just sort of around the city?
pretty much trying to get a lay of the land. Try to
Alright.
pick out where like important details, like where shops are, just in case, medical utilities and all that stuff, fun jazz.
Well,
Just
you've
have
got a
fun.
pretty decent lay of the land. The marketplace around the Axon is where most of the trade which you guys would be interested in is. There is the port. Pardon me. There is the port further up the river in the city, where quite a lot of ships are currently docked, loading and unloading. There is the Skyport, which has no airships in currently. On the other side of the river, in the other half of Axonmouth, there is more fancy buildings, the mayor's office, as you know, and it's one or two sort of like semi-impressive buildings, which you're not entirely sure of their purpose. You know, they're sort of like They're clearly not residential, and they're clearly slightly posher looking than the town hall, but you're not entirely sure they're perfect.
Okay. That's it.
Okay. Well, you also find the small park. No kids in there at the moment, and
They're all
Is
scared
there a
away.
swing?
there is no swing. It's just sort of a grass field, a couple of trees, a small sandbox.
I'm just gonna go meditate out in the field. So
All right. Okay.
peace and quiet.
It is rather quiet. There is a faint sound of people still going about, more going out to dinner, meeting friends. There's a bit of a hubbub, but like it's off in the distance and you can zone it out and you can breathe in and just relax and meditate. Cerno is taking a piss. Arsene and Agnes.
Cerno will return from
Cerno's
his
taking a piss.
Cerno will return from his tinkle soonish. Whenever the DM says.
Yeah, that's fine.
Also, Jam, I have my stuff just in case that does happen.
Are we still being watched by
Mm-hmm.
the guy at the bar?
Yeah, the halfling.
Still think we should move this
Oh, no,
conversation.
why?
If we've eaten, then yeah. We can go
Alright,
up to our
Cerno
room.
probably wanders back now.
The call of nature is wonderful. And he hops back up
That-
onto the table.
Mm-hmm. Have we eaten by now?
Your food has been served, yeah.
Ooh, food.
After we've eaten, I'm going to agree with Arsene and say we go back up. We go up to our room. Well, one of them to talk.
Is Sabangal finished with their performance yet?
By this point, yeah. She has come over to join you for the partaking of food eating. And you
You
notice
also
that
pay
the half,
for her room with the 2 gold.
and you get 1 gold and 2 silver back.
Yay!
The halfling has also ordered food, and a couple of other patrons have, but he's eating, but still watching you guys.
Has the halfling interacted with anyone else in the tavern?
Nope.
Yeah. Alright. Okay. This is good food.
Were you,
They
were
should
you always surrounded by druids growing up, Cerno?
Mm-hmm.
No one else?
Wait, no? I wouldn't have really met other people.
They're not really. As in, you may have occasionally met like a couple of people which may have interacted with Guyon in the fact that either he sort of shooed them away from lands or doing stuff, or they not so much asking directions, but asking for a bit of assistance. Some wanderers who may have got lost or something, or asking about the general lay of the land. So you may have met some other people, but you only really spent your time around druids. It was only brief encounters.
Well, mostly druids. But I did meet some other people. Every once in a while, Guyon would have to chase some people off, or give them directions and such. This is really good
Yes.
food.
It shows. Mm-hmm.
Why do you ask?
No reason.
Really? No reason at all? He takes another big bite without taking his
Yeah.
eyes off her.
It's just triggering everything that Agnes is like, no.
Manners! What people manners?
That's what I'm thinking as well.
Actually, out of the corner of your eye, you just see the halfling smile.
Mm.
That's what he see.
Does my food taste weird? Does my food taste weird at all?
No.
Like it's been poisoned? I don't know. Just a weird thought. Thought I'd ask. Okay.
I'm tossing bits of food at Night Eyes to see if he can catch it.
Night Eyes, make a dexterity check.
Ah, shit, what's his deck? Let me pull up a sheet. Night Eyes. Dex of +2. Okay. Oops.
Well done. Well done. Well done.
Shit.
Much better.
So much
He
better.
catches one or two bits, but half of it's just sort of going on the floor,
He doesn't get.
which he then kind of jumps down and laps up.
I'm keeping an eye
Free
on
food! It's raining from the skies!
What a good day to be a Night Eyes.
Oh, 7.
Oh yes.
7 go.
Yes?
How can you send your messages to people? Do you need to know them, or...
As long as I met them and know what they look like and around where they are with an estimate, I should be able to send a message.
What if you never met them before?
DM, would I be able to send a message?
Not really. It's yeah, no. You sort of need to. You sort of need to have met them to be able to use the sending spell to them. It needs to sort of have a known target and is known by you. So yeah, need to have met them. I mean, it can't be just like seeing someone, but it literally the sort of bare minimum could literally just be saying hi to someone and learning then could pretty much cast sending to them. But you sort of need that sort of like baseline interaction to sort of know who they are, partly because they need to know who you are as well.
Well, in order for the sending spell to work, I need to have met them so that way they know me, so that way they know who's sending the message.
Oh. Right, okay. Now, yeah. He'll put his bowl down in his, or whatever he's eating, and he'll put it down and actually chew his food. And swallow. Alright. Well, that's a bit annoying. With the the stone disappearing and stuff, and the weather and such like that, I was actually wanting to go speak to Guyan. But not entirely sure where he is at this point. And it's a bit out of the way of the temple, so it'd be up to Boar, I guess, but he isn't here. But I was hoping maybe you might be able to send a message so that we could, possibly coordinate, but no. No.
As Sano says this, you notice the halfling finishes his food, kind of puts the knife and fork down, kind of wipes his hands on his some of the clothes on him, and sort of gets up, heads over to your guys' table, looks up at you guys and goes, you're right. People watching is fun. As he starts to walk away, Agnes, you just hear in your head, and the more paranoid they get, the more fun it is. Before he just leaves the tavern.
Really, out of character question. Is this who I think it is?
Yes.
Fuck. Okay, fine. damn it, Wilbur. Oh,
Agnes
shit.
approves. Because she probably has spent days people watching anyway, so it's like fair play. Fair play.
Was that threatening?
I don't think so.
Insight check. Was that threatening?
You can roll an insight if you want.
Nah. Nah.
No, I mean it came off as playful, but with a not menace, but with an intent to sort of be a bit worrying.
Well then. He seemed interesting, maybe.
A little odd.
I believe he took advantage to amuse himself with the situation he was given.
I guess.
What time is it right now?
Now it's getting into late evening. You're probably looking at 8, 9 o'clock now.
No sign of ball.
Ball?
No sign of board.
No sign of ball.
Damn it, Ball.
I told you fuckers, I was sleeping outside.
I'm the druid here. Not you.
And I'd rather save money.
Hey, I made a profit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. Considering your expenses, you really haven't.
on the tavern. Not the rest.
The only one who came close to making a profit was Arsene.
Who spent it all.
Pretty much.
Whoops. I basically spent it's cost me a deal and 5 gold to get 2 items.
A deal that only one other person knows about.
Oh yeah. And you're
That was
magically
pretty good
bound to.
trade. Yeah, I was because I failed to save. Whoopsie.
All of the times you guys have rolled to try and resist his save, you have failed even if he was a level 2 caster. I'm just gonna point that out there.
Hey, Abigail made it.
Yeah, that's why I said for all of the people who failed. It's not like you got 16, and you go, yeah, that will save, and it's like, no, his AC is ridiculously high. You've literally rolled 11 or below. It's like a level 2 caster should have a AC of about 12.
I'm just really bad at wisdom saving throws.
Well, yeah. I wanted to go to that island. Never mind. You still worried, Agnes?
Yes. Considering this is the second time that I've either been followed or known of. Actually, no, third. But that problem's... Don't worry about that one.
One was sold because of a makeover.
One was sold because of a makeover and a dragon following us. The second one was sorted by a beholder. And now the third one. That's out of character.
Okay. Okay. Well, if you want, we can bunk up or something if you're worried, but...
Yeah. If that's okay.
Sure. Salmon you mind?
No problem. And chucks another piece of food at Night Eyes.
This time he's able to... actually, no, it just kind of on the face, and just goes out, just grabs it, and just straight in. Like a lizard cleaning its eye, but with food off its face.
Totally wasn't ready for that one.
It's nasty and I love him.
God, I'm just reminded of the meme of Mark Zuckerberg has taken lessons to learn
Mm.
how to be more human. Yeah, that's something you need to do if you're not human. Scene, psychologist Mark Zuckerberg walks in, licks eye. Okay, first off, don't do that.
I love that so much.
Oh god, yeah, that is funny. All right.
Anyway, are the others still watching us?
There was
Or
only one watching us,
wait,
wasn't he?
only one watching us?
Only
Was
the
only
halfling
him?
was watching you. The others sort of kind of glanced at you because you're heavily
Okay.
dressed adventurers.
No sign of the guy I met before.
No sign of the elf.
Okay.
All right. Which room are you guys staying in?
That's
Room
right.
8, third floor, first door on the left.
Okay. You guys
Okay.
go to bed when you want. I'll be back soon-ish.
Where are you going?
The stone.
Don't go angering any guards again.
I promise I won't touch it.
That's not this.
Okay, bye! He walks out and he's gonna go.
Something, I guess.
He's gonna go down to the square with the marketplace with the stone.
Certainly. The
Shit.
marketplace is emptying out. The temporary stalls, a lot of them have been cleared up. It's a bit more open space. There's the odd patrol of guards, and people sort of just wandering through, making their way to other parts of the city.
Cerno's going to go to the edge of the marketplace, have a clear line of sight to the stone, and he's going to hunker down, and he's going to watch it.
Alright, what are you watching for?
Anyone approaching it.
Alright, why don't you roll perception checks? Or check.
Alright. Hang on, let me just see if I can... I just want to double check my, spirit totem. Hawk spirit, when a creature makes an attack, no. In addition, when you or allies have advantage... Can I summon my hawk to give me advantage on the perception check?
I'll allow it.
Thanks. Call my little hawk in. And so that's the first one. That's not bad. Alright.
2 pretty decent rolls.
Yeah, and the hawk can keep an eye out as well if it wants.
Yep. You're watching. No one really appears to be that interested. There are people who walk past the stone. They seem like they're heading towards it. You get a little bit interested, but they just sort of walk past it because the stone's in the center of the marketplace, and they're essentially just walking across a diagonal or some such to get from one side to the other. No one appears to be showing particular interest. Like, there's a patrol of guards which come round and sort of stop near the stone and sort of start nattering and kind of glance at it and then wander off. Doesn't appear to be too much, which makes you go, oh no, these people are going to try and steal the stone, or oh no, there's something which is going to come out of it and eat us alive.
Alright. And Sano's going to spend a lot of his time there.
Alright. Or just playing into your fears. Hey, I know what's happening.
We don't.
Alright. So, a couple of hours pass. And, the city streets kind of die down. There's the odd person wandering about. You see sort of a drunkard tiefling just kind of stagger into the marketplace, sort of look around, and then kind of stagger over and just slump on one of the little plaques. Just kind of stay there for a little while. You hear the sound of heaving before they kind of straighten up and stagger off in another direction.
Yep. How do I say I want to stay there the whole night?
Do you want to stay awake watching the whole night?
Yeah. Sona's gonna stay there at least until the wee hours of the morning, so that he can get back to everyone before they wake up and go, "Hi guys, I was here all night."
The shit liar that he is.
Yep.
All right. Do me a favor, Sano. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay. +2. All right. Come on, dice.
Woo!
A 5.
Okay, so you fall asleep.
I wake up, the
you-
stone's gone.
You wake up, the stone's gone, the city's gone, and you're sat in a field.
Relatable.
No, so you're sort of watching, and your eyes begin to feel heavy. You can't help but yawn as you eventually drift off into a sleep.
Why have you fucking done that? I hate you.
A boar is sleeping outside, yes?
Mm.
Agnes? Arsene? Savangal? Sleeping in the room?
Yep.
Yeah.
Agnes would have gone to the room and then she would have stayed up until Serna came back. But that don't happen.
Does Agnes want to make a constitution saving throw as well, please?
Mm-hmm.
God
Oh,
damn
yeah,
it!
no, that paranoia is keeping her up.
Damn it! The one person who wanted to stay awake!
Okay.
Ah!
Could
The
I?
sun is beginning to rise. Oh.
Agnes
Wake up.
might have chewed her nails to the bone if she stayed up all night. Or like, where's child? Where's
Boar, you wake up. You stretch. You open an eye. You open two eyes. There's sort of just two figures stood next to you, glancing down at you.
Hello.
You know it's not wise to sleep outside.
Yes.
The halfling sort of tilts his head. So why'd you do it?
Bull was the one they were after.
Doubt on my luck at the moment. Can't really make ends meet to stay in
There's a
tavern.
jingling as a coin purse hangs between his two fingers. Well, you are now. A wide smile comes across his face.
I smile up back at him.
That is 600. That was 460 gold pieces he's got in that pouch.
That is 460 gold pieces in a row. I smile right back at him. May I ask you two gentlemen why you were bothering me? Just waking up?
The elf sort of leans down towards you and goes, we saw a figure on the ground. We were curious. Information's our business.
Well, what do you
And
need?
the halfling sort of smiles more and goes, coin, doubly so.
Every part of me is wanting to punch, but
No.
I don't.
No.
part of my fiber in my being is telling me, punch now, hard as you fucking can. But I just have two figures standing above me.
It'd be at
Well,
disadvantage as well.
I was going to say the elf is crouched down to essentially talk to you. The halfling is about the same height. Anyway.
So we're going tippy toe. One's leaning down, the other one's on tippy toes.
So is there
That's too
anything
wise.
else I can help you two gentlemen with this morning?
The elf sort of tilts his head and goes, we just advise you sleep inside.
Mm-hmm. Mind if I get my corn pass? Corn poise. Words.
Coin purse.
You might want to lay off the booze as well, by the sounds of it.
Hypocrite.
I'm a monk from the Temple of the Storm Warrior, so I don't drink.
Could have fooled me. The elf sort of extends an arm down to try for you to grasp hold of to stand up.
Okay, I accept.
Kind of helps pull you to your feet. Goes, perhaps you'll learn.
Okay. And I extend my hand to the dwarf and
The halfling.
Halfling.
the halfling, whatever. I want.
Kind of tosses the coin purse in the air once, twice, catches it, undoes it, reaches in, pulls out 2 platinum, and then chucks the rest of the coin purse at you.
Okay. That's wise. Okay. Mm-hmm. You said 2 platinum, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2 platinum.
I hate this. You fuckers.
He flicks one to the elf, who kind of catches it and goes, consider it payment for not losing your entire purse.
Mm-hmm.
Before they both sort of just glance at each other. There seems to be some unvoiced communication before they just start to walk away.
I want to attack.
This is where Sono wakes up, and I would have said that Sono would have tried to have direct line of sight, but be sort of inconspicuous, if that made sense. Like he wouldn't want to be seen.
So, hidden in an alley sort of thing.
Yeah. You know.
I want to fight. I
You
let
walk
them go on
away.
their merry way, and I immediately go back to the tavern. Damn it. This is the only way that is not going to end up in people getting punched in it. Mm-hmm.
It was a wise move.
Mm-hmm.
Not people to mess with.
It's 2 platinum, it's fine.
What?
I don't really spend coin anyways, which I should probably just give it to one member of the party.
They could have taken the whole thing, so.
I know, and that was a good thing. Mm-hmm.
It's just an expensive lesson. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think they'd. I mean, do they go anywhere without each other, Nate? Like, seriously?
Oh yeah, they were
I
just
know,
on a
I
job
know,
together,
yes.
which you guys would have known if you fucking followed the cat.
I'm sorry we didn't.
Where's the cat?
No, this is the other campaign.
Oh.
We're avoiding plot points.
Ah, right. Okay.
Wilburn's
Wilbur,
cat.
Fenwick, and the third counterpart, to which I can't remember his name now. Essentially helped. Not so much helped, but they were the ones who evacuated part of Ray's family from her falling kingdom.
It's
and
under
helped
attack.
get them to the Sword Coast. So 2 of them could go off to Retlam to seek help, and the other 2 can go off to wherever they're going to seek help.
You guys are going extremely robot for me. Hold on, I shall be back.
So the little halfling's name is Fenwick. And the elf guy is Wilburn. They're pretty dope characters that we've never interacted with until now.
This is also the elven shopkeep which they threaten. Just saying.
Yes, I know.
Yes, it is. Yeah, well, I did nothing. You know, I left him alone despite
The one the princess was
strongly
crushing on
disapproving
and the
of his
rogue
choices.
got angry at.
Yeah, it was mainly the rogue's fault.
Mhm.
He paid for it.
Because he thought he hurt the princess.
Uh-huh.
I
And
mean, to be
he got
fair,
kicked
he
in the nuts.
could.
He could. But we kind of hope he doesn't, considering we did a few favors for him.
To be fair, the favors were to pay him back for assaulting his shopkeep.
That's very true.
But anyway,
Oh.
so Boar and Cerno make their way back to the tavern.
As Cerno wakes up where he was sleeping, he looks around. Is the stone still there?
No, it's disappeared.
Shit!
It is still there.
He wakes
As
up.
you wake up, you kind of groggily glance over. And you swear, standing around it, you blink, and there's no one.
Wait, there was someone there, but then I blinked and there wasn't? Ah, shit. Did I get an idea of the figure, or was it just a passing, like, wait, what?
It sort of looked like almost like the druid you saw earlier the other day next to your bear. But as you sort of just glanced over, saw it, kind of blinked, and tried to focus on it, and they just weren't there.
He wakes up, realizes it's early morning. Oh no, Agnes is going to be so mad. Oh no.
Oh no, Mom's gonna know.
Smash cut, Agnes.
There's Agnes pulling hair out.
She would have laid down and go to sleep, but not been able to. More.
You enter the room, you look up at the ceiling, and you just see two holes bored through it where Agnes has just been glaring.
I enter the room very quietly.
Do you want to make a stealth check?
Yes, please.
Do I need to
Natural
make a
one.
perception?
Yeah, make a perception check, Agnes. As much as he's able to get the door open quietly, close it quietly, the slight clinking of his armor and his new weapon, which he's not quite used to being there yet, gives enough away for you to roll over and glare at him.
What happened to coming back?
I fell asleep.
Right. Where?
In the square.
Any guards shout at you?
No, I was in an alley.
Because that sounds better.
I'm gonna shut up now. Actually, you know, I feel like that's the safer option. Ugh.
Just did anything happen?
No. I mean, no.
I guess that's good.
Yeah, the stone's still there. The city ain't destroyed.
I think we would know if that happened in the night.
Good point. Didn't think about that. But now I have. So
Well,
anything...
no one came and barged into our rooms.
Well, that's good.
No sign of Boar.
He probably slept outside. Ugh.
And the door flies wide open. What's up, bitches?
Ugh!
No, joking.
Oh, I should probably mention, Wilburn's quite tall. Like, you're talking sort of over 6 foot tall.
He was taller than Boar.
He is a very tall elf.
And so the robed figure that you saw, you wouldn't have pegged as that tall.
Oh no.
Thing is, this is all metagaming.
Not really. This is something.
Well,
This is something which you, as Agnes, would have noticed. Not. Okay, not.
okay, so Boar didn't know we were being followed.
Paul didn't know
Agnes
you were
didn't say
being
that.
followed. So Agnes only saw that there were two figures,
Mhm.
and she saw essentially one was either dwarf or some other small race, and one was a medium-sized race such as human or elf.
Mhm.
That's all Agnes knows, and she met a somewhat playful halfling in a tavern.
Well, that's nice of her. Finally going out in the world and meeting someone new.
You meant no, no.
I bet, Comet bets, that there is more than one group looking at us right now.
No, what gave you that idea?
It was, after all, Wilbin who said that one of you guys was being
Mhm.
followed.
You did.
Well,
And it definitely wasn't like a, oh yeah, by the
Well-
way, my co
But
following
the
you.
characters don't know that.
oh wait,
Boar
the elf that
was-
Arsene met's the same elf that was with Boar just
Mhm.
then.
Yes.
Oh, okay, wow. Oh,
And he's
no.
friends
Oh,
with the
no.
halfling
Mhm.
who was staring at us in the tavern.
Oh no, that means there are
No.
two groups. Oh, that's worse than thinking about
Yep, but we don't know this.
it. We don't.
We
No,
don't know.
Well,
We don't
only-
know
I have
that.
a
I was gonna
vague
say, if
idea.
anything,
Oh wait, no, I don't know the halflings with him. Shit.
I was going to say, so yeah, if you put the info together, you would realize.
Mhm.
But although, as Arsene, as far as you're aware, because Agnes said there were two people, different sizes, as far as you're aware, there are other people following it.
Okay, I think there's just one more because I think the halfling was one of the people following us,
Oh no.
is what I'm assuming. So I think there's one more.
Is Boar back
So
with
where
us yet?
were you, Boar? Mm.
Aw, the white bird is made eating noises on the thing. It's so
Nom, nom,
cute.
nom, nom, nom.
The cutest.
I thought Night Eyes was the cutest.
Well, I mean, like, Night Eyes is a Night Eyes, which means he is just the bestest at everything. So, duh.
Including getting ham.
I'm always giving him ham. Doesn't he get bored of
Exactly.
it?
That's my point.
Do they want
Boar
anything
back then?
other than ham?
He likes ham. He's a dragon of simple tastes.
Hmm.
Or I assume you do head back to the tavern.
Yeah, I'm back and I'm getting food.
All right. So
Is he
He's
rage
not-
eating?
I was gonna say he doesn't even know the route. So he's back
Mhm.
at the tavern. He's downstairs and he's eating.
Yes.
We should
Fine. Yes.
go
Rage eating.
downstairs.
Yeah.
I will agree. He is rage eating. He's angry. He's just like, no fights.
Yeah, he could have tried to
he's-
fight them if he wanted to.
Yeah, it would have gone so well for us to watch, not for him.
Oh, we wouldn't even watched. We wouldn't have been there.
The
We
players
wouldn't
would have
known.
watched and would have been very entertained.
Yes.
But all I'm hearing in the back of my head is, "Don't do this." They're saying not to. Behave for once.
Character
Good.
development.
So
He
proud.
literally has Agnes's voice in his head going, "No,
No. Put it down.
no."
Boy, I swear to God, I will throw you across the fucking room if you attack anyone.
Agnes can't lift anyone apart from
No
Cern.
shit, but still a threat.
Agnes ain't got that strength.
Even lifting Cerno's a bit of a problem sometimes.
Look, she's not strong.
It gets her heart racing, that's for sure.
Where
All that cardio.
It's freaking weird.
were you?
Sleeping.
Oh,
outside.
you're one to talk.
Shut it! You guys don't know about that. You were still asleep.
Yeah, we
not
would have
sure
waked
about
you up
that.
afterwards.
I was outside sleeping.
Really?
Where?
Outside of town. Like normal.
That's far.
Yeah.
And you guys would be proud of me. I didn't get into a fight this morning.
Insight
happened?
check.
What happened? I don't feel like. Do I need to roll?
I'm waiting for the insight check first because
I'm
Yeah,
waiting
yeah,
for.
roll insight, Comet. Roll. Well, that would be persuasion, Bull.
would it be persuasion?
Yeah, because you didn't get into a fight.
I didn't get into a fight. Or would that be okay.
You're not
Can Agnes
deceiving.
roll?
Agnes can roll as well if she wants.
Persuasion. Well, D20.
Wow.
Yeah, I just woke up
You
and
believe him? He didn't get
They were-
into a fight.
there were two guys standing above me. They had my they had my money holder, and then they took out 2 platinum.
Wait.
Wanted to kill them.
Two. Go back.
Or
Two
were you
guys?
drinking?
No.
2 guys.
Yeah.
Could you describe them?
A very, very tall halfling. and
A tall halfling.
a dwarf. Oh, taller than me, actually.
A tall halfling.
And a dwarf.
Yes.
Cerno's a halfling.
Wait, sorry. Was it a dwarf? I don't remember.
Oh my god!
Halfling.
Jesus.
It was a 6 foot. It was a 6 foot something elf with, shoulder length, dark brown hair, emerald green eyes, somewhat golden skin, somewhat pudgy face.
I thought he had
I
blue
relay
eyes.
this information.
He did, but not when Boar saw him.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I know,
And
I
then-
know,
Yeah,
I
I
know.
just relayed the information on top. Yeah, just
And the halfling, about Cerno's height, quite short, messy, brown hair, somewhat of a beaming smile, kind of angled features. Didn't look very muscular, but looked quite agile. Had a couple of daggers on his person and a sort of weird metal tube with a bit of wood on the end.
So
Does
our
that
scene was
description
that-
sound familiar to the one that was staring at us?
Yeah, that's him.
Does the description of the elf sound familiar?
It sounds familiar, but slightly off.
Hmm. Never mind then.
Alright.
Ah.
Ball? No more sleeping outside. Deal?
but it's cheaper though.
As in,
only if we all make that agreement. Cerno.
are seen as in you're sort of going, yeah, no, that could be him, and then he goes green eyes, and you're like, wait, what?
Like his twin, but they have different coloured eyes for some reason.
Kind of, yeah. So you're sort of going, yeah, okay, no, I think I know them. Wait, no, that doesn't sound right. That sort of thing.
But I'm
like,
assuming
Mhm.
Agnes goes, that doesn't sound like the people.
mm-hmm.
Deal?
None of us sleeping out, including you, servant girl. Not while we're in big cities.
Somehow the flamboyant hat just droops.
Not while we're in big cities like this, at least.
All right.
At least not on your own, then.
Mm. And I don't know what boarding up with Ball would be like.
Cerno sort of. Nope, don't want to do it. Like
Don't
facial
advise.
motions, hand motions, physical body
Don't do it.
motions. No.
Don't do it.
Boarding
Hey,
up with
Comet.
board. That's
Yes.
mean.
Could you do me a favor and move the map slightly on your screen?
Where?
Just move it left or right.
Okay.
There's a white line running,
Yeah, I noticed that.
which I don't think that's on the map, is it? Hasn't moved
It's
yet. on
not.
the-
There we
on the
go.
stream yet.
There we go. It's gone.
That's weird.
It happened. It happens on the map for the Cradle Valley as well. there's just like at certain
Huh.
points, you had to split it up into multiple like chunks, right, and put them in and size them up, right?
No, this
Did
is
you
one
not?
big. This is one big map.
Huh. Okay. I had
The
to
same
do
file
that.
which is in the Discord server.
Oh, okay. I think yours is a JPEG. Mine was a PNG, so I had to split it up. Yeah, no. Okay, never mind. Yeah, no.
Anyway, sorry about interrupting that. I was just like, I swear, if it's not a white line on my. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, no. It's part of the actual Roll20 thing, which is annoying.
So as long as we can all make that promise, I think it'll be okay.
Sano's got his hand out to Boar, like shake on it.
Pinky
I shake.
promise.
I shake. Damn it. I shake.
And as for the two men you met, I don't think they're the same that we spotted yesterday, or I spotted.
What, you spotted stuff yesterday and you didn't tell me?
No, funny enough, you ran out the door before we could even say anything.
Oh yeah, this doesn't surprise me. Anyways.
Hmm.
Just a
Is
quick
anyone
look
in
around
the-
the tavern,
Is
yeah.
anyone in the bar? Yeah.
There is the human with the quite short brown hair. Got a fabulous mustache. No one else really.
Has he been there all night? Is
I
he
was
the
gonna say,
same
is he in
human?
the exact same
Is he the,
spot?
is he the same human?
Same spot. You don't recall him having a mustache?
Is it weirdly fancy? Like, no one could actually put that much effort into making their mustache that fancy.
No, it just looks well groomed.
He should totally join the mustache club.
There's a
Mustache.
there's a club for that?
Yes,
Oh yes, yes there is.
I know what she's going on about. Don't worry.
That laugh is evil.
Wow.
It's the laugh
You're
of a
only
DM.
just realizing this?
Nah, sort of.
Unfair.
Actually, now that I have you here, Boar,
Mm-hmm.
you know how we said we're going to go to the Storm Warrior Temple and things?
Yeah.
Could we possibly take an ever so tiny little detour?
We don't even know where he is yet.
I have a general idea.
Mm.
It's up to you, Boar. I don't want
Let's
to.
find out where he is, and
Well,
then make the decision.
Boy just has the really face on him. Just the really.
that's why I'm asking, Boar. I mean, the stone disappearing, me touching the stone here, and being pulled away to some magnificent, majestical place. The weather.
The
It
occurrence on the boat.
it might be something we have to look into. But we can go. We can go to your temple first if you want. I mean, Gaian's supposed to be in the area. I think he is for a while. Yeah.
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 He would have essentially. I said, yeah, he would have been heading there sort of near the tail end of summer, beginning of the autumn, and it's now sort of not about 2/5 way through autumn, so he would be there, and he would be there to the end of autumn. Essentially, has sort of like a throughout the 4 seasons, he sort of rotates where he is.
So I mean, he'll be there for a bit, and I know general area. So like, we can go to your temple first.
No.
Is where he is past the temple or
No, it's not.
complete
Is it?
opposite direction?
It's sort of
No, it would be.
yeah, the opposite
You're
direction.
talking more around. Oh, yeah. You're talking more around sort of
a little bit past the Storm Warriors.
Effect-
So
Talking
if,
around this area, essentially.
Effectively, we'd have to go up the river, take a right at some point, and we'd be heading in effectively the opposite direction. We have to look in a place that's not the temple. We have to head into the forest for the temple.
Hmm.
Mm,
I still say we locate him if possible.
I mean, do I have anything from Guyan? Like I've got baby's first dart. Would that be would I think that'd be enough for Johan to locate him?
Your original
AFK.
scimitar as well would have been his.
Oh. I mean,
But I mean, I was going to say, it would have been he was the one who gave it to you, so it has some connection to him. Yes.
wait. The gears are turning in his head. You see them turning. Do I remember what time Johan's shop was going to open?
When he got back.
Did he not have like we're open these hours and these days somewhere on the window? Did he not have that?
There was, but the sign of "We are currently closed whilst on an expedition" was hung over it.
Damn it!
No.
I have an idea. I'm gonna go
Mhm.
check it out. And he starts walking off.
Where?
Johan!
What?
Johan! And he opens the door, walks out.
Oh no.
And he's gonna go find a Johan shop.
We should follow him, shouldn't we?
Probably.
Let's
No! What are you guys talking about? It's fine.
Let's go.
You know, if you want some privacy, we can wander off and do something else.
No, he didn't say anything about that. It was just like, I have idea. I'm gonna go do idea.
Yes, no, that's our
Um,
scene to Agnes.
Is there anything you wish to do this morning?
Is there a library in this town?
Agnes heard mention of one.
There was one. Don't know where.
I'd like to visit it, maybe. If we can, if we have time. I mean,
You and Savangale can go find that. I'm going to go follow the boy who fell asleep in the middle of the town centre.
guy, you mean the guy?
Sure. Yes. She just leaves.
Must follow child. Must make sure he's safe.
She would have let him go usually, but he's just like, oh yeah, I fell asleep in the town centre. Don't worry. It's like,
Don't worry, I'm just narcoleptic.
Kelsey
I think that would,
pointing out.
that would worry Eddie. Doesn't this worry everyone? It's not right.
Alrighty. You know,
I'm assuming I can catch up with him pretty easy.
yeah. He's just happily striding along. You're a slightly faster walker. You're able to catch up with him.
He's just humming as he's walking along.
Just letting you go.
So you're just walking beside him now.
Yeah. If he notices her, yeah. If not,
I mean, you're trying to not be noticed.
no.
All right.
It's not going to stop him humming or whatever.
notice him. So you notice her, Sana.
He's just gonna hum until he gets there.
Certainly. Right, you make your way to the shop. The door does seem to be open.
Open it up then.
Right, you push the door open. You wander in. And so, sat behind the counter is a familiar goblin.
Hello.
Hmm? Oh, hello.
I want to speak to Johan. Please.
Well, what do you need him for?
I need him to find someone.
Well, why don't we make an appointment then?
Okay. How do we do that? And he whispers to Agnes.
When's your the next appointment available?
3 days from now. Unfortunately, with the expedition we've been on, he's got a wee bit of a backlog build up. He had quite a few people come in this morning alone.
Mm. Understandable.
Oh. Okay. Right. Help! Yes. You just look up. I haven't thought this far ahead. Look on his face.
Would you like to make an appointment?
Are we staying here for 3 days?
I mean, no. The idea was to move on after one night.
Mm.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Caught us at a bad time. Got a personal project which he's going on after, and well, yes,
Guessing
taking
the
up a fair
island.
bit of his time, I'm afraid.
The island.
That has something to do with it, yes.
Mm. Understandable. Seems like a big thing.
It's sort of urgent.
Bigger than
Anyone
you
else we could go to?
Well, finding people, finding things is his specialty. I'm not entirely sure. What are you looking for? Where are you looking for?
I'm looking for I'm looking for my dad. You know.
Right, okay.
Uh,
Any idea where he might be?
yeah, he should be around the eastern side of it's the Axon River, right?
Yeah.
He should be on the eastern side of the Axon River in the Rushing Plains.
Ooh, wow, okay, that's... Well, I mean, at least it's not intercontinental. Am I right? He kind of looks at you two and goes, oh, right, okay. I mean, that's quite a big ask.
I
Even
know.
for someone of his talents.
It was a long shot, but
Location of them would be more... fairly more difficult. That would be more into scrying at that point, I'm afraid.
oh. All right.
Not that it isn't doable, but there's no way which I would be able to do anything of that extent.
You don't happen
Johan,
to know any scryers around here?
other than Johan? Not really.
Mm.
Yeah, all right then. Thanks for your help. Sorry for bothering
Sorry
you.
we couldn't help anymore. No worries. I'm a shopkeeper. I am here to answer your question and sell you things.
Okay. And he's gonna turn around and walk out.
All right.
As he gets out, the door closed behind him.
Yes.
No, I thought I was so smart for thinking of that.
I mean, yes, in theory.
Hmm. Well,
Some things just don't work out.
yeah. What do you think we do?
I know Bor wishes to go to his temple, but I feel like this needs to be resolved.
Yeah. I mean, he's been off. We've all seen it. He's not been himself, and I'm worried. And But this feels big, doesn't it?
Hmm.
Why do I have to get involved in your big people problems?
What does that mean?
It just makes it more funny. I love this.
I'm so
I'm just.
like an entire druid stone which has been sitting there for how many years disappears, and now one maybe another maybe in danger walking trees. This feels so big, and
Yes, but I can't exactly speak for the others, but this isn't just new for you. Before I met you, I hadn't left my town or village. I had worked as a maid. Magic was banned. So
oh
to be fair, druids I didn't even know were a thing.
yeah.
Sorcerers I didn't know were a thing. Wizards I didn't know were a thing. I just knew they were all devil's work.
Some of them are.
Shush. I'm assuming that is frickin' Shadow.
Yes.
Hey,
You also forgot clerics.
What?
well, we've never really had a cleric in the party, so
I was gonna say Agnes is like, wait, what? What's a cleric?
Kimi.
yeah, Kimi, but
Had
never
Kimi said she
travelled
was
with
never
us.
really with
Had
us.
Kimi say she was a cleric?
Mm-hmm. Savengale said.
Oh, okay. Then she
Yeah,
would
my
know.
sister could probably heal someone back from the dead.
If they hadn't used the term cleric, she wouldn't have known.
Yeah, no, Savengale's used the term cleric.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since she's talked about the fact to do with the god and everything.
True.
You've also got the really shouty ones who dish out justice with swords and stabby, explosive magic.
You're confusing me even more now.
Extreme shouting
That is
Jehovah's
Daron.
Witnesses.
That is
I know,
Daron.
and that's Agnes saying them. Jam knows what that is. Agnes has no fucking clue.
You never heard of them? They go around shouting a lot. Some of them are apparently fearless.
No. Did you not hear what I just said? I have
Wasn't really
never
paying
left my...
attention, to be perfectly honest.
It
Oh,
helps
look, a
sometimes.
kitty cat! And he just kind of starts floating off.
Sorry about that.
Mm,
Well, if there is any way you could connect to your dad, then it would be nice.
How do you feel about pets?
Fine, why?
Follow me. I'm gonna go see if I can find a pet shop. I don't know at this point.
Wait, what?
I think Sub may have an idea of what I'm trying to do, but
mm,
You know
Agnes
what?
doesn't know and Jam doesn't know. What the fuck?
It's 11:15. We have been going for what would that be? 3 hours now?
Yeah.
yes, we're in a bit.
yeah.
I unfortunately have to get up in the morning, so I think
Me
that would be
too.
a decent time to call it for a night.
as
Damn it!
as-
Why leave it on a cliffhanger?
as
What was
Cerno
he trying
leads
to do?
Agnes off into the city, just saying he wants a pet.
We're going
Oh,
to a pet shop. Arsene, maybe Savengale, going to a library. I don't know if Paul's joining them. This
Boy's
What
player
goes?
character had an upset stomach and had to deal
Oh
with that.
shit! Now you
oh,
guys are on the same day.
hell yeah!
Sake.
is that
One
bad?
whole day
Yes,
ahead,
because that means
guys.
I can't put both. I've only
It's
got
fine,
enough
it's
room to
fine.
put one
The other
colour
group
in
will
the
be travelling
cell.
quite a bit next.
Oh, you're.
Fucking calendar.
Wow. He's upset because it doesn't work
Yes.
on the computer.
Yeah, he
yes,
was,
I
he was
am.
complaining about it with us on Monday because we landed on the same day as you guys, but then we spent a night, so we were a day ahead. And now we've just done it again. It's fine, we're going to be travelling for quite a while. Possibly.
Yeah. Well, both groups are, though.
I think we're going to be travelling a little further.
Depends. Anyway, yes, that is the session. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah, I did.
By the way, on February 14th, the Day of Love, there may or may not be a session yet. We don't know. But due to the fact that our lovely DM is coming over to America for a little bit to hang out with his significant other, aka the cat, we will see you guys next time.
You know, it's
Stay
the
tuned
15th for Comet.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, you know what? I'm
It's not
sorry.
important.
Yeah, not
Being
including me,
Australian is
Ninja.
different.
You're not including me.
Australian is different. I'm
And it got
sorry.
interrupted.
Okay.
You didn't include
It's all
me.
good.
I don't care about your feelings as much. I'm sorry.
There's been a lot of burn this session, I
Oh,
must say.
oh, get me,
Monday
play.
was
Why are you
fun.
burning the guy?
Why
Who?
Really was.
Why are you
What's
burning me?
Druid
What's the
and
temperature?
Senate as well?
Okay, let's check the temperature right now. It is currently 34 degrees. Why are you burning the guy who's already in the hottest country?
I'm riddled.
No, wait, hang on. Did that say 38? Did that say 38?
What?
38! You are burning the guy
Celsius?
who is already cooking.
Oh, I
Please
remember.
use
about
real
that.
temperature that do not understand
No,
non-Fahrenheit.
it's currently-
temperatures.
See, I was about to say, I know for a fact you're saying
Celsius.
This is Celsius at the moment.
Well,
and it's
30
pretty fucking
Celsius
hot.
is 90 Fahrenheit.
Currently 38 feels like 41. Jesus Christ.
It's
I know.
100
It's
Fahrenheit.
your fault for being
It's
born
what
in Australia.
38 is.
Oh, wow. Wow, okay.
I'm sorry, that was
I
really
remember
mean.
work being
It
like
was
love you.
120 it reached whilst I was over there, wasn't it, Perps?
You came right when the heat wave hit, so
Yeah, I think it
That's
was
48 degrees.
Yes, it was pretty much 50 degrees. I was not allowed to go outside.
You guys come to
Ill.
Missouri, we can
What?
hang out in what little snow there is left on the ground.
I'm
No,
afraid
I'm
my
never
tickets are
leaving
to
this
LAX.
country. I'm not doing it.
Hey, we've actually done it correct this year, Perps. I'm traveling in the winter to you, and you're traveling in the summer to me.
Oh, good. What you say the summer? Will it
Um,
be summer weather? Is the true question.
Yeah.
What?
We won't
She may
know.
catch them one day.
Why
The
not?
one random
but
heat
if I
wave
can
day.
live through 50-degree weather all the time, then I'm pretty sure whatever heat wave you have is nothing.
50
Yeah.
degree weather all the time. It sounds nice.
No, 50 degrees Celsius.
Oh, god
That's
damn it.
120 Fahrenheit.
Right,
Yeah.
I have to fucking convert.
Anyway,
No.
And on that
I'm not
bombshell,
doing that. Fuck
on
that.
that bombshell, we'll
No.
we'll say goodbye for the evening. Thank you for everyone who tuned in to watch. It was great to have you.
Thank you
and
for watching
we'll...
this episode of Dummies and Dice. Yeah, bye-bye.
welcome to the Challenge of Eros.
There it is.
You know, it's really fun messing with Abby by throwing different parts of the other
It's
campaigns
so-
and the other campaigns.
I know he was
It's so
doing it on
annoying.
fucking purpose.
Because I can't.
Every session we play, my hate for all of you just grows.